Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? What's good, my peopleizations? Let's get into this. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We got a lot of fights coming up this weekend. We got Adrien the Problem Broner. He making his ring return. We also got Oscar Valdez versus Miguel Berchelt. We also have the return of Robert Easter Jr. against Ryan Martin. We also have heavyweight boxing as Dominic Brazil take on Otto Valine. We got a lot of fights this weekend, my peopleizations. What's goody? What's goody? Smash the like button. We see that they're playing around with the notifications. It went up to 100, then it just stopped, then it dropped down to 70, and then it went back up to 120. We see they're playing with the notifications, right? They're playing games. Smash the like button as you come in. Let's work. Let's work. Let's work. Now, according to these reports, Deontay Wilder, he stated that he's done with the Tyson Fury trilogy, and he only wants to fight guys that he hasn't fought already. Okay, this is this is what they want to push, right? They want to make it seem as if Deontay Wilder is now stepping away from the Tyson Fury trilogy. He's no longer interested, and he only wants to fight guys he hasn't fought before, right? Well, excluding Tyson Fury, okay? He only want to fight guys at the top that he hasn't fought before. Well, I'm here to tell you that Deontay Wilder wants the trilogy. He wants the trilogy match with Tyson Fury. Believe it. Let me greet my peoples as we get ready to work, as they do not send out the notifications as they are playing with the channel. Brothers UK, Philly Miz 5215, A-Rod 83 Basio, Pink Meadows, James, Black Alpha, Stephen Young, D-Tay Bracken, Bearded One, Ahmad is Ahmad, Arel, God's Greatest, Clayton Smith, Fly High 89, Mr. Ink, NJ, Harry Jones Jr., Benjamin Harrington, Cam So Smooth, Anthony Knox, Anthony Little, Ahmad is Ahmad, my brother Bish B Megastar, Frenchie Capone 313, Kevin Davis, Kennard Williams, my brother Daniel Jones, Jeffari Caesar, Moped Mosley, Rodriguez Jackson, Vinny Vincent, John Wilson, Jadon One, Black August, Japalapa Man, Vince Williams, Ron Gibson Jr., Michael Thompson, Chris Garcia, No Slack 504. Who else we got? J.K. Shade, Brandon Adam Perry, King Vonnie 86, my brother John Walker, Devon Griffith, Main Boxing Biker, Charles Ford, Chantel Hill, Johnny Ray Lopez, Pugilist in Politics, Timothy Generate, man, it's jumping. Miss TT UK, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing? Where you been at? Jose Diaz, salute. Where you been at, Queen? Million Love, salute. Jeremiah Claiborne, Kamel Page, J Day, Urine Carter. Where you been at, bruh? David Bohannon, my brother. Jay Williams, Skinny Hardaway, what's good? What's good? John Walker, Xavier Moses, Mr. Pazor. Mr. Pazor, what's good, brother? Alfred Petaway, salute. Immortal TK, salute. Yeah, TTUK, I ain't see you in a month of days, man. Where you been at, Queen? Machiavelli Mafia, salute. Alice Carrillo, salute. Immortal TK, salute. Yeah, smash that like button. Let's work. Let's work, and let's work some more. Yeah, so I'm 3 hours away from New York. Where you at, King? Stan Swoosh, salute. Scott Birmingham, salute. Where you at, King? Tiana Scott, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing? So yeah, so this is what they're trying to. This is the narrative that they're trying to push, as if Deontay Wilder simply doesn't want the trilogy match. Okay, Brian Elrich, salute. They're making it as if he's saying, "I'm done with the Tyson Fury saga." Marvin Rollins Jr., salute. I only want to fight guys at the top I haven't fought before. So the thing is, Brian Corbett, salute. He gave his list, Tab Investment, Billy Bob, salute. He gave his list of fighters that he wants to fight. Okay? and he's saying that he wants to fight all the guys he haven't fought. He didn't say, except I don't want to fight Tyson Fury. I don't want to fight Tyson Fury and Luis Ortiz anymore. Martins Muckery, salute. So they're trying to make it as if he said that he don't want to fight guys. He don't want to fight Tyson Fury and Luis King Kong Ortiz anymore. That's what they're saying he said. He stated, right? That he no longer wants to fight Tyson Fury or Luis King Kong Ortiz because he's been there and done that. This is the narrative that's being pushed. All right, this is the narrative that's going to be pushed now. Okay, smash the like button. Born Knowledge, Mass Murder, Mobile Gaming. What's good with you, man? I ain't see you in a month of days. Brian Chenault Jr., where you been at, King? Born Knowledge, my brother, salute. See my peoples, man. What happened? They must have gave my peoples an actual wrench. Excuse me, a notification today, or y'all just stumbled upon it. Charles IWO, salute. Black Sight, salute. Wilder can't beat Fury, and he knows it in his heart. Okay. Jose Villanueva, salute. Nate Warbright, salute. If that was the case, then he would have, Boxing Vortex official, salute. Appreciate you, King. If that's the case, then he wouldn't have fought him in the rematch. Why fight him in a rematch if you can't beat him? Huh? Real Jew Shalom, my brother, salute. He said, what it do, big homie, in the super chat. Salute to you, King. Deontay Mosley, salute. Ah, man, just chilling, brother. Just chilling, brother. Taking it easy, man. Another day in paradise. You understand me? You understand me? Mansa Musa, Mike Lawson, Taylor Bell, salute. Salute, salute. Yeah, so so that's my thing, right? Is that, of course, Tim TV 212, what's good? Raleigh Forster, salute. So that's the thing, right? Obviously they're going to try to push a certain narrative, right? Now I have heard him say that he wants to fight all the guys he didn't fight at the top. Of course, he's William Old School Ardent, salute. Brian Powell, salute. Yes, he said DP Rocket, salute. Yes, he said that he wants to fight all the guys at the top that he hasn't fought, right? But I don't know how that turned out to be that he said that he don't want to fight Luis Ortiz or Tyson Fury anymore because he already faced them, right? Said, I've been around, seen you on New York Skyline. You be looking fresh, blue blood. Smash the like button. Appreciate you, Queen. I appreciate you. Big Zoe, salute. Appreciate you, Miss TTUK. TD LLC, salute. Easy De Niro, salute. Yeah, so now the narrative, Zoom verse, salute. Now the narrative is going to be that he don't want the trilogy match, right? When we know he wants the trilogy match. We know he wants the trilogy match, okay? But obviously they want to OG, salute. They want to, distract you from St. Louis Mix, Q, salute. They want to distract you from, the task at hand, so to speak, right? They want you to think that he no longer wants it, right? That he's pulling away from it. Pull counter boxing, my brother, salute. They want you to believe he's pulling away from it. Boxing Truth Serum, salute. Salute to my brother, Real Jew Shalom, in the super chat. Said the snow down here in Dallas melting finally. Man, I saw OG Tyrone Vegeta, salute. I saw William Old School Ardent, salute. Sad One, salute. I saw somebody was trying to melt the snow in a pot and trying to melt it in the stove, in the oven, and it wouldn't melt. I don't know what that's about, man. But I'm glad it's starting to melt down there, man. I am Mill Will, my brother, salute. Go subscribe to my brother, I am Mill Will. John Walker, salute. I'm glad it's starting to melt for y'all down there, though. It's starting to clear up for y'all, man. What's the weather? It should start getting warm anyway. We headed to the spring. You know what I mean? So it should start getting warm for y'all anyway. Antoine Wright, salute. Did the power and stuff come back down there? Skinny Hardaway say, yeah, it's starting to melt. Did the power stuff come back on down there for y'all? Alika Diamond, peace and blessings, Queen. Salute to Hawaii. Salute to Hawaii, man. Philip Wright, salute. What's good with you? So, yeah, so now they're trying to make the narrative that Deontay Wilder doesn't want this trilogy match. When in fact, Todd Tour, salute. Gilbert Rodriguez Jr., salute to you, young king. Yeah, I I don't know how the snow don't melt with heat. Hebrew for life, salute. He said, Wilder, bro, through that fight, just there could be a trilogy. He said Wilder threw the fight so it could be a trilogy. New Jersey, salute. Mr. Pac-Man, salute. Thomas Moreland, salute. Phil J 508, Jelani Everin, salute. Brother, Jimmy Chin, salute. Like, man, do y'all even think about some certain things, man? Quintero Sherrod, salute. Why would he throw the fight so it could be a trilogy, not to have the trilogy? El Gallo Negro Chavez, salute. Shout out to the Shy. Chicago in the building. Fly High 89, salute. Garnett May, salute. Why would he throw the rematch to have the trilogy match, but then they maneuvering around the trilogy match? I don't understand that. It would be in everybody's best interest to have the trilogy match if that was the case. DJ Chris Cruz, salute my brother in the super chat. Yeah, Dallas will be fine tonight and tomorrow. Yeah, oh, it's starting to get warm out there. That's what's up, man. Taylor Bell, my brother in the super chat. He said power and water finally on in San Antonio, Texas. Oh, that's great news, man. Blessings to y'all, man. Ronaldo McKinnon, salute. The Spot, salute. Oba Ogun Diesel, salute. Yeah, I mean, people just be, I don't know, man. Like you gotta Cram Berg, salute. Felix Nunez, salute. We always have these theories, like, man, he did that for the money. He's already getting the money. Frenchie Capone, 313, salute. Lowland Profits, my brother, salute. He's already getting the money, so why would he have to go to that measure? I don't understand. Like, and suffer injuries, brother. Come on, the real Jew Shalom, my brother in super chat once again. He said most places starting to get power back. Uh, um, he said I hate the summer. I like it cold, no ice or snow. Okay, you like it cool, yeah. Kyrie Randall, salute. This my favorite time is the fall. BG London, salute. You know, we got 166 likes and we got 320 people. Kyrie Randall, salute. Wayman Davis, salute. Carl Brown, salute. Smash the like button, man. That don't work. 166 likes and we got 320 people. Exhibit X, salute. Bro, this is all a part of the plan. He's going to take the third fight. This is just bringing more attention to it, bro. Just my opinion. Yeah, I understand that, but that you got to look at the logistics. You got to look at all the details. You understand what I'm saying? Eddie Boy SS, salute. Rolando, salute. You got to look at Chef Curry, salute. You got to look at all the details, okay? And once you put all the details in all those Devon Griffin, salute, pieces together, it won't add up, right? He's not going to go in the fight and suffer an injury just to be able to have a trilogy match. CB, salute. That's not going to work. Chino Davis, salute. You understand? Like Retro Rob TV, salute. You don't have the injuries that he sustained in the fight and then be like, oh, I did that on purposely. No. Now, if he got hit with a phantom punch and just laid out and then, oh, it's a knockout for Fury. He couldn't get up. Wilder couldn't get, he got up and stumbled and fell through. For a punch we didn't think that was that hard. Then you may have a case. But when you incorporate the injuries that he sustained, that's almost nearly impossible to, you got to factor that in. You got to factor all of those things in. And that just doesn't add up for that. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Smash the like button, man. We got 356 people. Let's get 356 likes. BG London, salute. Snipes Mac 84, Mr. 717, salute. You understand? You dig what I'm saying? So I understand what you're trying to say, brother. But we got to look at all the details. And when you look at the details, it tells you a different story. You dig what I'm trying to tell you? You dig? You dig? Kelly Johnson, Cedric Battles, Felix Nunez, salute. You dig? Smash the like button, my peoples. So, Monte King, salute. Big Nick 32, salute. With that said, yes, Deontay Wilder, Eddie Boy SS, salute. Malik Rashid, salute. Yes, Deontay Wilder said he wants to fight everybody at the top. Yes, he did name Andy Ruiz Jr. Will Latimer, salute. He said he wants to fight everybody he didn't fight. But he said he want to do that before he retires. Jay West, salute. He says before he retires. But in the way they put it, Big Homie Coop, salute. Macadon 1, salute. Benjamin Harrington, Jay West, salute. The way they put it is if he said, I don't want to fight Tyson Fury or Luis Ortiz anymore. I just want to focus on the fighters I haven't fought before. Quan 43, salute. Loving Down Gaither, salute. Salute to my brother Kelly Howard in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue. He said, I hit the button, Blue. Yeah, wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you come in my house. Please, please. Barry Connor, salute. Todd Tor, salute. The Real Jew Shalom, my brother, back in the super chat. He said, if you like the oven, come to Texas in the summer. No, man. I've been to Texas in the summertime. And Brian Corbett, salute. No, man. Oh, man. And listen, I had on Timbs and everything in the summertime. It's New York thing. You understand me? Had on my Timbs. My brother, Black Fight Fan TV, he was like, Blue, what you out here with Timbs on in the summertime, brother? It's hot. It was cooking. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, my Timbs is melting. You dig? Earl Max, salute. Gary Childress, salute. The bottom of my Timbs was melting. Malachi M, salute. I ain't making it up. Eli Cinerus, salute. I am Mill Will, my brother in the super chat. He said, I got my 1K, Blue. Thank you, King, for all you do. Man, thank you, King, for supporting me. And we got to support each other. Be that bitch. Peace and blessings, Queen. Where you been at? I ain't see you in a month of days. Where you been at? Jordan Merrick, Los Angeles Lakers, my brother. A17 Boston B, salute. He said, nobody want to be in New York ever. Man, listen. Yes, you do, man. Stop it. Yeah. Oh, Hawaii is a destination I'm coming to. New Orleans and Hawaii. You understand? New Orleans and Hawaii. Real Talk Podcast Live. Salute. What's good? New Orleans and Hawaii, man. Yeah. Kenya B. Salute. Vinny Vince. Salute. Yeah. I wear my Timbs everywhere. You understand me? She said, busy offline and sliding around in the snow. Be careful out there. You understand? I wear my Timbs everywhere. So, anyway, Deontay Wilder, what he said was, I want to fight everybody. Mr. 67, salute. I want to fight everybody that I haven't fought before I retire. So he named Andy Ruiz Jr., he named Anthony Joshua, but he also said he wants the trilogy with Tyson Fury before he retires. Alex Bassett, salute. Knuckle Up, salute. JJ, salute. Deontay Ariel, salute. My brother, Box Conversations, Reggie Owens. Go subscribe to my brother, Boxing Conversation, Reggie Owens, my brother, man. Jelani L. Rahim, salute. Terry Smoot Jr., salute. Yeah, I worked out my Timbs too, Terry Smoot Jr. Yes, sir. Tackle Jones, salute. Oh, yes, sir. You understand me? Oh, yes, sir. Yeah. Tim's up, man. You know what I'm saying? I think when I was out in Texas, I had the Beef and Brox on. You know what I mean? And Black Fight Fan was like, bro. He was like, bro, take off. Well, he's like, bro, wait. It's hot. It's 100. He says it's 400 degrees, and this dude got on beef and broccolis. I ain't making it up. Let me see. I'm gonna show y'all a nice picture. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't making it up. Me and the bros. Look at the beef and broccolis your boy Blue got on. You understands me? Let me see. Beef and Brox. See? My brother 503 Lion, Jay Good, Stay Ready, Boxer Ego, my brother Legendary Top Cats. Hold on. Legendary Top Cats right there. Fred and Junior the Truth. You see us right there, right? Big J Good in the building, right? Look at your boy Blue. Let me show you. I'm trying to. Look at your boy Blue right there. Fatigued up and Timmed up. Hold on. Tim's and fatigues. You understand me? Hold on. Can't see it like that. Right there. You see the beef and broccolis. You understand me? The D-Hive salute. Tim's and fatigues. You dig? Trying to show you another picture, man. Your boy Blue, man. And we're gonna get deep into this. So, Deontay Wilder, right? He stated that he simply wants to fight the best opposition out there. Everybody that he didn't fight, he wants to fight them. And he stated that he essentially wants to clean out the division, is what he said. Okay. Not that he didn't want to, fight Tyson Fury anymore because he wants the trilogy match. And why would he want to fight Luis Ortiz again when he already fought him and knocked him out twice? So he knocked out Luis Ortiz twice already. Why would he want to fight Luis Ortiz for a third time when he knocked Luis Ortiz out twice? Okay. It's a difference, right? TC, salute. Delaney Asher, salute. Right? It's a difference when, if you haven't, here we go. You see us right there, right? Your boy Blue in the front with Black Fight Fan. You see us right there. Look what your boy Blue got on. You see what I'm saying? It was 300 degrees in Texas, man. Look at me in Black Fight Fan. You see? Tim's. You understand me? Beef and Brox. The Jessica Burden, peace and blessings, Queen. Scarn Ellis, salute. Right? So, BG London, salute. Moral Mas, Cerebral Shadowboxer, salute. What's good? So, Deontay Wilder, he said that he wants to fight everybody he hasn't fought, right? But that didn't, of course, why would he want to fight Luis Ortiz again when he knocked him out twice? With Tyson Fury, he fought him twice, but one fight has an asterisk by it. The other fight, it would end in a draw. Peace of blessings, Queen 71. Peace of blessings, Queen. How you doing? Renee Bashion, salute, Renee. Go subscribe to my brother Renee Bashion. I'm gonna send you the link. Baby Quan, salute. Right? So why would he want to fight Luis Ortiz again when he knocked Luis Ortiz out twice? When it comes to Tyson Fury, right? With Tyson Fury, he Calvin Sanders, salute. Arturo Hernandez, salute. The first fight ended in a draw, right? And the second fight, ended with Tyson Fury getting a stoppage victory, but it's an asterisk by it. So, of course, he wants the Tyson Fury trilogy. But they took that and tried to run with it. Oh, he said he's done. And closed the door on the Tyson Fury trilogy. We got 300 likes and we got 450 people. Smash the like button. Get the likes up to 450. Smash the like button. DP Rocker, salute. Smash that like button. Get the likes up. We got 400 people. Let's get 400 likes. Smash the like button. Let's work. Okay? So he stated that, AA, salute, that he wants the trilogy match. You understand what Tyson Fury? He wants to fight Anthony Joshua. That fight never came to fruition. So, of course, he wants the Anthony Joshua fight. He don't want to fight Luis Ortiz again because he closed that chapter. He already knocked him out twice. He wants to fight Andy Ruiz. Why? Because Andy Ruiz was a champion. Pipeline 2 Power Warrior, salute. He wants to fight Andy Ruiz again because, he wants to fight Andy Ruiz. Nitty G, my brother, salute. He wants to fight Andy Ruiz because he was unified champion. And he wants to fight Anthony Joshua, Manuel Lopez, salute. Wayman Davis, salute, because Anthony Joshua is Anthony Joshua. 2-time unified heavyweight champion. Slick T, salute. So, Manuel Lopez, salute. Robert Brown, salute. Yeah, they not sending out notifications. Sharon Man, salute. Money in the ghetto, salute. That's why we got to smash the like button. 450 people, let's get 450 likes. LeVar Cooper, salute. That's how we offset that. Smash the like button. Let's work. Get the likes all the way up. So he wants that fight, right? He wants the trilogy match. Now, Andy Ruiz, there's a lot of interest between Deontay Wilder and Andy Ruiz, it seems, right? Andy Ruiz, he may mention that he does want the Wilder fight. Deontay Wilder says before he retires, he needs to fight Andy Ruiz. So there's a lot of mutual interest, right? Alan Turner, salute, as it should be, because that's a big fight, and he also, I want to see Deontay Wilder and Dillian White too. I know a lot of people, Julian Desert Chill, salute, are not high on that fight. I want to see it because the storyline is going to be huge, right? And I want to see Dillian White back up everything he said when it comes to Deontay Wilder. So I want to see that fight wholeheartedly, right? When the champ asks me, "Hey, Blue, what fight you want to see?" Dillian White. Ashanti L, salute. Dillian White. Harry Jones, salute. Salute to the ATL, Atlanta. So that's a fight that I want to see. Now, another interesting thing is this weight situation when it comes to Adrien Broner, right? They moved the weight from 140 to 147. Oliver Tom Sampson, salute. And Richard Taylor, salute. How much longer does Wilder have left to fight? I would say about 3 years. 3 years. Mr. Shelton, salute. What's good? TL, salute. I would say about 3 years. 3 years. There you go, 619, Cali Factor, salute. Three years because he's already 35, I believe. But this is the heavyweight division, so he has time. Smash the like button, man. We got 470 people. Let's get 470 likes. This is the heavyweight division. Fritzler Charles, what's good? So in the heavyweight division, Jahad King, salute. BJ Skrill, salute. In the heavyweight division, you could compete longer. Obviously, Devin Blocker, salute. So I think he has Tone Capone 1, salute. I think he has a lot more time, right? I think that, and the last thing to go in boxing is your power. And we know he has a lot of that. So, I definitely think that, he has a lot of time in the sport of boxing. I definitely feel like he can, definitely, beat the best of the best in the heavyweight division. He said he wants to clean out the division. I believe he'll beat Andy Ruiz Jr. I believe he'll beat Dillian White. I believe he'll beat Anthony Joshua. And ultimately, I believe in the trilogy, he'll beat Tyson Fury. Right? Classy Mag, salute. I definitely believe he'll beat Tyson Fury. And then that's it. Big Snack Pack, salute. Yeah, he'll fight for a belt again. They don't have a choice but to give him another opportunity. There's nobody that prevents him. Spazzolini 44, salute. Tate Brown, peace of blessings, Queen 11520 in the building. Yeah, I don't think that there's anybody that prevents him from getting that opportunity, right? He said AB was 40 pounds overweight and he tried to get down. Yeah, I think he was more than that, though. I think he was more than that. G Money 290, salute. Anthony DeJani, salute. I think that he was more than that, right? Essentially, look at it from this standpoint. The General in the building, 7-8 Sports TV. What's good with your General? J Kill 8S Hang Gang, salute. Mario Jackson, salute. What's good, General? Go subscribe to the General, 7-8 Sports TV in the building. Randy Hernandez, Jodavius 2310, salute. Yo salute. Key 496, enigmatic Sun, salute. So, Tim TV 212, Valiant Prize Fighter, salute. So I think that Adrien Broner was more than that. Okay. Right now, essentially, Lopez Ifechi, salute. Uh, uh, alcoholic, salute. According to reports, when Gervonta Tank Davis just sparred Brian Norman Jr., he was around 160, 165, right? Gervonta Tank Davis is going to fight probably in June, right? Fight to prove my love, salute. Every night I got to fight to prove my love. Scarnella, salute. So I believe he weighed more than that, right? Because Tank Davis fights at 130. If he's 160 and he makes weight at 130, you understand? If he was 30, 35 pounds off, like they say, right, then he could have made 140. I believe that he had to come down more than that. And from my reports, what I'm hearing, Fly High 89, salute, is that he struggled, Stedman Padgett, salute, to make 147. Underground Asylum, salute. He came in at 146 on the nose. But if you look at him on the scale, he had zero energy. Zero energy. He had zero energy, right? He could barely flex. And when he got up the scale, just look at him. He looked zapped. Pac-Man, salute. Pac-Man, he said, no way Tank is 160 on his IG post. I'm telling you from a guy that's in the ring with him. Hey, listen. Brian Norman Jr. is in the ring with him. Now, maybe he's not. Who am I? Brian Norman Jr. sparred him 30 rounds. If Brian Norman Jr., Richard Taylor, salute, sparred him 30 rounds, hey, he said that he's all on 160. He said he's bigger than him, and Jay Good, what's good with you, big bro? He said they don't like each other. Oh yeah, Tyree Howard, salute. That's clear. 817 Boston B. Anthony Williams, salute. That's abundantly clear. But you can't dismiss the fact that why would he give him so much credit? Jose Juarez, salute. Yeah, now he said he won the sparring match, right? He got the best of him. But what did he say? Ain't nobody else beating Tank. He gave him credit. He said that he's a dog. He said he's talented. He said ain't nobody else beating him. So we can't act like, oh, well, he just don't like him and just throw. No, he gave him credit. My brother Keon, Everything Boxing and Sports. Go subscribe to my brother, Everything Boxing and Sports. My brother Keon. Lawrence Nunez, salute. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to look at it. Shield says Jamal is 160 walk around weight. No way Tank is 160. Nah, Jamal Charlo don't walk around no 160, bro. Impossible. Impossible, man. Jamal Charlo, that's his fighting weight. That's his fighting weight. You think he walk around at his fighting weight? Come on, man. Come on. Creighton Brooks, salute. Fifth War Mogul, my brother in the super chat. What's popping, Blue? You think AB ready for tomorrow? See, the thing about tomorrow is, Fifth War Mogul, is that he's just more talented. So even if physically he's not ready, we're not going to know because he's so much more talented. This is no disrespect to Giovanni Santiago, but Adrien Broner is far more talented than him. Just far his levels, and he's Rontrell Randall, salute, appreciate you, King. He's just far more talented. So even if he was, and Adrien Broner has been here before. You understand? He's been there before physically. He had to dig deep before. You know, he's been under the big lights. He's been in massive mega fights, super fights. You know, he knows how to win. So even if he struggled, he's going to keep a poker face on. Now, we made and another way, a test to be able to tell is if he was, is his activity, his output. But again, we've been saying he doesn't have a high output for quite some time. So you won't be able to tell if he got a low output. If he got a low output tomorrow night, that's not going to tell you if he's struggling either, because this is what he do. So The only way to tell if this was a high quality, high level opponent on the other side from him that could push him to the brink, then you'll be able to tell. Then we would know for sure. But since we not, this is not an opponent that's going to be able to. He's going to bring everything he has, Santiago. He's going to bring everything he has, and it's not going to be enough. Adrien Broner is very, very talented. 70% of Adrien Broner is better than all B-level fighters. If you're a B-level fighter from 140, from 135 to 147, his talent is better than yours. The reason that these situations level out, and we see him in close fights with Jesse Vargas and that Taylor fight, Emmanuel Taylor, that fight was too long. The Ashley Theophane fight went too long, because of his lack of output. It's just his talent carries him in those fights. So you can't tell. You will only be able to tell if you put him in a ring with the only way you'll be able to tell, Pound for Pound Boxing Channel, salute. Jahed King, salute. Almighty Law, salute. KDDR7989, salute. Derek Lincoln, salute. D-Stats TV, Tyree Howard, salute. He said 30, 40 pounds in 3 months. That's not that hard to do, bro. My brother Mike on Sports. Go subscribe to my brother Mike on Sports. I'm gonna send you the link in a second, bro. Meets the Shredder, salute. Dave Jack, salute. Kevin Henderson, salute. Gravy Davy, Heavy Betters Entertainment, salute. The only way you would tell with Adrien Broner is if you put him in the ring with guys that's as talented as him, and they could push him to the brink. Tex Rock, Boxing Barbecues, that's it. Salute. 30 pounds in 3 months is 10 pounds a month. Now, I've been an athlete and I know how to lose 40 pounds in 4 months, right? Or less. 10 pounds a month is 2.5 pounds a week. Okay? And if your diet is very, very strict and you're drinking a lot of water and you're working out multiple times a day, 2.5 pounds a week is very, very doable. Now, you're going to have to shock the body, right? You're going to have to shock the body at times. Kai, salute, because you're going to Tony B, movie hood, salute, because the body's going to plateau. So you're going to have to, Marvin Banks, salute. You're going to have to put the body through. Michael Colbert, salute. Skills from New Orleans, my brother. Isaac Williams, salute. Bama Jeff 79, salute. You're going to, Desi Bryant, salute. You're going to have to shock the body, essentially, right? And you're going to have to do different things to be able to get the body to respond. But it's very doable. BM, salute. It's very doable. And you could do it the right way, where Kirk Jordan, salute. Jose Juarez, salute. Right? Josh King, Slime 518, salute. It's very doable. You understand what I'm saying? It's very doable. So 2.5 pounds, yeah, you could do that a week. For sure. Especially if you got a lot of water weight that you're cutting. Oh, it's very doable. Jadron Dennis, salute. Rayman Two Sides, salute. King E 8031, salute. So it's very doable, right? But now if you backsliding, if you're not staying disciplined and you backsliding and you having cheat days and cheat meals, then it's going to be very difficult. Fam 55, salute. Especially if you're trying to meet a deadline. If you got a deadline like they have, fights coming up with dates, when's Taiwan, salute. If you have fights coming up with deadlines and dates and you having cheat meals or you slipping up or you eat, well, then it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. See, I'm speaking RGJ3 Boxing, my brother, salute. Brian Petro, salute. JC, salute. I'm speaking from Mailman Mike, salute. I was an athlete. My kids are athletes. I know this. I got friends that are in the NFL, in the NBA, in boxing. You understand what I'm saying? So I know, and I did it myself. So I'm not speaking from a place of, you know, listen, I was 334 pounds at one time. And at one time I was 176 pounds. This is a fact. Right. And the best shape of my life, I was at 190 with all muscle. Oliver Sampson, salute. So I'm not speaking from a place of uh 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 yeah, Mike, I was 334 pounds at one point. Yeah, I show the picture all the time, right? So people, man, I don't just be saying stuff, for people to be like, man, oh man, I'm just on here speaking. Man, I live with boxers, I know boxers. I'm not just making stuff up just for the sake of making it up. I'm not talking about something I haven't attempted to do. Am I a professional boxer at the highest level? Absolutely not. Have I competed in the Olympics in boxing? No, none of that. Amateurs, I haven't done it. But I've trained in boxing. I know boxers, right? I played football to the highest level, tried out the Jets twice, arena football, suffered 12 the 15 concussions on paper, on paper, C floaties, black floaties. Oh, this is true stuff. I'm telling you. Yep, I see little black floaties. This is me at my best weight. I don't know if y'all can see that. At my best weight. It's a little fuzzy. You can't see it, man. Right? I don't make this up. I don't make this up. Hold on, let me show y'all a picture. It's in my downloads. This one I was hitting the gym heavy on the weights. I was hitting the weights heavy then. See that? Heavy. I was hitting the weights heavy. See that? I was hitting the weights heavy. My brother CB Sports TV, Carl Burrell, you can see it clear right there. Hitting them weights heavy. You understand me? I was hitting the weights heavy, right? Jay Lynn, peace of blessings, Queen. How you doing? Right? Right then I was hitting the weights heavy. You understand what I'm saying? Now I can show you the flip side to that. Just so y'all know, I'm not speaking, just speaking just to speak when I be talking. You understand what I'm saying? At that point in time, I was hitting the weights. Man, I was going to the gym. I was going to the gym twice a day. Sometimes 3 times a day. 6 days a week. Twice a day, six days a week. Right? So let me show y'all, man. Show you. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Yeah, Mike said I was a vegan too. Now I eat fish. Now I eat fish. Let me show you something, right? Let me show you something. Just so y'all know. When I be saying stuff, people be like, I know people be like, oh man, how you know, man? You ain't never you're wrong. You're wrong. I can show you pictures when I wasn't in the gym and pictures when I was in the gym. See, sometimes, man, people don't know. They don't know life you live, man. They just be they just be on here talking. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Don't get impatient with me. Give me a second. I'm gonna show you this pic. And then we're gonna get back to this here boxing. I'm gonna show you just so people know I wasn't. Smash that like button, man. How many likes we got? I'm gonna show y'all this picture, then we're gonna get into this full-fledged, man. So yeah, so you know they're trying to create a narrative and act like Deontay Wilder has walked away from the trilogy match. You know, Adrien Broner. When it comes to Adrien Broner, man, you know he definitely gonna have to get everything under wraps. Because if this is Regis Prograis, Adrien Broner's fighting, it's gonna be a very tough, a very difficult uh, um, situation because Regis Prograis is going to push him physically and mentally to the brink, to the absolute brink. Okay, Regis Prograis, you know, is very physical. He fights on the inside. He puts a lot of physical and mental pressure on you, and that's the fight they're trying to set up: Adrien Broner and Regis Prograis. That's the fight that they're looking, you know, to set up. You understand? They're trying to get that fight, you know, to fruition. That's the big fight. Regis Prograis, Adrien Broner. And Regis Prograis, like I said, he's very physical. He's going to push you to the brink. He puts a lot of pressure on you mentally and physically, and he's a tough out. He's a tough out. Man, come on, man. That's a very difficult fight for Adrien Broner, but it's a huge fight. Here we go. Let me show you this picture. Look at this picture. Can you see that picture? I was 334 with the red shirt on. With the red shirt on, I was 334. Let me see if I could make it clearer. Hold up. If I turn the light on, y'all probably can see it better. Take out the glare. I don't know if y'all can see it too clear. Let's see. So yeah, that was me. Emmanuel H, my brother in Super Chat, he said, "Get the Photoshop out of here, Blue." LOL, just kidding, bro. What's good, Blue? Salute to being healthy and salute to the peoples in the chat. Wishing everyone good health and fortune. Salute to you, King. Appreciate you 1,000%. God's boss, salute. Teddy Fresh, salute, my brother in Super Chat. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Teddy Fresh back at you with another one. LOL. What's good, Chef Blue? What you cooking today? Oh, we're gonna get into this, man. Yeah, man. Black Star Sports TV, salute. Neil X Davis, salute. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Yeah, you see that, right? You see what I'm saying? So, sandwiches, like the generals say. Yeah. So, when I know when people see, me yeah, I had to go find those, man. I had to go find those to let y'all know. You know what I'm saying? So, I know people be thinking like I know I made the video with AB, and people probably like, man, who this dude, man? Who you think you are, and this, and this, man? Listen, man. When you've been there, you've done that, man. You experience certain things. Now, again, like I said, I haven't fought, world class level in the sport of boxing like AB has. No, I haven't. You know what I mean? But I know what it takes physically. When you losing tons and tons of weight, I know what it takes. You understand what I'm saying? Boxing social network, salute. It take a lot of discipline, mental strength. Smash that like button, man. How many likes we got? Smash the like button. Let's work, man. Get the likes all the way up, man. Smash the like button. So I know what it takes. You know what I mean? So, like I said, Adrien Broner, Junior Samuels, EM, salute. When he faces off against Regis Prograis, I said that he needs to go straight away from, this situation with Giovanni Santiago, right? 494 likes, man. Travis touchdown, salute. We should be at 600 likes. How's we at 400 and 500 likes? We should be at 600 likes. Curtis Johnson, salute. PGH Big Dog, salute. We should be well in 600 likes. Get the likes up. If I don't say smash the like button, nobody will smash the like button. Smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up. Let's work. Get the likes up. So again, like I said, physically, I know, is grueling, it's taxing, you know what I'm saying? Uh um it's heavy, it's heavy work, you know what I mean? To get your body down and perform. You know what I mean? Mr. Patman 216, salute. To get your body down to a certain level, D Man Jr., salute. And perform. You understand what I'm saying? That's difficult. That's a difficult task. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So, but it's very doable. You understand? President Jafar, salute. King Von 86, he said 530. Yeah, get the likes of the 600, man. It's very doable. You understand? So, obviously with Deontay Wilder in this situation, right? It takes work. With this situation with Deontay Wilder, you know, your boy in the champ. You see what I'm saying? Understand what I'm trying to tell y'all? Huh? You understand what I'm trying to tell y'all? So anyway, yeah, when you trying to get your body to respond in the manner you're trying to get it to respond to, and you fluctuate your weight like that, and you play with your weight, it could backfire on you. Edward Torres, salute. S.TV, salute. Ken Broadwater, salute. You know, um, it may not respond like you used to as you getting older, and that's the thing with Adrien Broner, right? Adrien Broner, you know, um, Adrien Broner. Look at this picture, man. I was 178 pounds in this picture. 178 pounds. You understand what I'm saying? So, I've been there, man. Been at the top, been at the bottom, been in the middle. You dig? So yeah. So for Adrien Broner, he got to take it serious. I'm gonna show you some pictures of me when I was playing football. I had some pictures in here. I thought I had. You know, so Adrien Broner, man, he gotta buckle down from here on out. I feel like from here on out, Adrien Broner is gonna have to, he gonna have to, you know, go from here, and this have to translate from here through the Regis Prograis fight. He's gonna have to stay active. This fight right here with Giovanni Santiago, you win this fight, you go back directly back into the gym. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Don't pass go, don't stop, don't do nothing. Go right back into the gym if you Adrien Broner. You understand what I'm saying? You got to go directly back into the gym. You got to go stay in the gym, stay disciplined, stay focused, and take that from that right into the fight with Regis Prograis. Right to the fight with Regis Prograis. Otherwise, if you take time off, if you Broner, you're gonna pay for it. You're gonna pay for it. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna pay for it. Let me give y'all one for you for the people that say, "Hey, Blue man, Blue don't like." Look at that one. That's what people that. Hey man, Slim Jim 314, salute. Corey McGowan, salute. Welcome down, Ram Big Steppin', salute. Anthony Lumar, salute. It's your boy, man. You understand me? Look at your boy. You understands me? Let me put it in. Huh? He don't like Bud though. He don't like Bud. He don't like Bud. He don't like Bud. You know what I'm saying? He don't like Bud. He don't like Bud. You know what I mean? Blue don't like Bud. And Blue don't like Bud. Terry Smooth Jr., yeah, well, he don't like Bud. So anyway, man, let me send out these links to the brothers, man. You know what I mean? Let me send out the links to the brothers so we can get this going. Smash that like button, man. My people's smash the like button, man. He don't like Bud. Smash the like button, man. Smash the like button. So anyway, you know, I think he definitely, could that's gonna be the fight with him and Regis is gonna be, a tough fight. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a tough fight, it's gonna be a tough out. You know what I mean? It's gonna be, even tougher if he not physically in shape. If he has this situation going on like he has now, right? With this weight, he can't. Right now is the time. Stay active, stay focused, go right into, you know, uh, uh, um, the Regis Prograis fight, because that's the fight they're trying to set up. Let's be honest, right? Rod Nelson, what's good with you, King? He said that might be Photoshop. Yeah, that ain't Photoshop. He said that might be Photoshop. No, nah, that ain't Photoshop. Nah. Chuga, fantastic. Salute, King, in the super chat. Appreciate you. Yeah, so anyway, man, we got big fights, man. And um as far as Deontay Wilder with this situation, obviously they have um they have an agenda, okay? Let's just be honest, right? Michael, salute. Geo James Khalil 98, salute, King. They want you to believe that Deontay Wilder, you know, just voided these fights, man. He don't want these fights. You understand what I'm saying? Let me show y'all. I already did, Kurt. Let me show y'all a picture when I was big. You see what I'm saying? Look at that photo. New York in the building, man. Concrete jungle. Can't see it. Don't focus. I don't know why these pictures don't be focusing, man. Yeah. See that? Big stepper. Big stepper. Adrien Vest, salute. Kurt, I sent it already. Rampage Jackson, salute. Big stepper. You dig. Big stepper. You understand me? Big stepper, boy. So yeah, man. So I believe that you know, definitely, I believe that Deontay Wilder, you know, is going to get the opportunity to fight for another world title because there's nobody else that could beat him. You understand what I'm saying? Uh, um, there's nobody that's going to beat him. Andy Ruiz is not going to beat him. Reese Bro, salute. Josh Hall, salute. Kurt, I sent you the link. Kurt, EM, salute. Buddy Road Truck Trap Sports, salute. Right? So there's nobody that's going to beat him. Andy Ruiz is not going to beat him. So everybody else he fights, JJ, salute, from here on out is going to be statements. He's going to make a statement with you know, when it comes to Andy Ruiz Jr. Junior Samuel, salute. He's going to knock out Andy Ruiz Jr. Right? But it's going to be built as a big fight. You understand what I'm saying? He's going to knock out, you know, uh, uh, Dillian White, right? The big fight is going to be him and Joshua. He's going to knock out Anthony Joshua as well. You understand? He's going to knock out, Dillian White if that fight comes to fruition. So these are fights that Deontay Wilder. If your name ain't Tyson Fury, you don't even stand a chance. Chilltown Major, salute. And I'm not saying this, out of biasness. I'm saying this, this is real talk. If you're not Tyson Fury, right? Because Tyson Fury is big. Robert Montgomery, salute. He's big. He's awkward. Tyson Fury. You know, he does have boxing abilities. You understand what I'm saying? He's mobile to be so big. You know, and and that's always going to be a challenge for Deontay Wilder. That will always be a challenge for him, right? But that's it. That's simply it. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. Anthony Joshua is, I believe, is tailor made for Deontay Wilder. Anthony Joshua is tailor made for Deontay Wilder. He's very stiff. He's very robotic. He doesn't move his head. That's tailor made for Deontay Wilder because Deontay Wilder is going to land that right hand. Deontay Wilder is more athletic and he's quicker, you know, than Anthony Joshua. And Anthony Joshua has shown to be proven not to have the toughest. Look at your boy, man. Blue X in the building. You understand what I'm saying? Your boy Blue X in the building. Blue X in the building. You understand me? Yeah, brother Blue X in the building. You understand? Brother Blue X. You know what I mean? So anyway, let me stay on boxing, man. Y'all got me looking at photos, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. So, you know, I believe that, you know, I believe that Anthony Joshua just doesn't have the head movement, right? You need more head movement when you're dealing with Deontay Wilder. You got to be, more athletic. Yeah, brother Blue X. You dig what I'm saying? Brother Blue X. You understand me? You understand me? Brother Blue X. So anyway, man, let me stop. That's enough of that. So anyway, I just think that, you know, you need to be mobile when you're dealing with Deontay Wilder. You have to have Tyson Fury is not a sitting target, right? Tyson Fury is a moving target. So uh, um, that makes BM Salute. That makes the Tyson Fury, hard to hit. You understand what I'm saying? That makes him a difficult target, right? He's hard to hit. You understand what I'm saying? When you're a sitting target, right? And you're not a moving target. Anthony Joshua is a sitting target. You understand what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua, you know, is a sitting target. Smash the like button, man. We should have 700 likes right now. That don't make no sense, man. Oh, just so y'all know, remember y'all said, "Oh, Blue ain't working it." I told y'all I work in the operating room doing the trauma calls. Brother Blue X, right there. You understands me? So you see me. You see me. Ether Fresh 73. GD, salute. Kenny Peace 504. Sir Dante, salute. So you see me, right? Yeah, your boy was in the trauma room. That's what I did. That's where I worked. You understands me? 11 8, salute. That's where I worked. That's what I did. So anyway, so yeah, so you know, it's gonna take mobility. Tyson Fury is very big at 6'9", 270 pounds, 275 pounds, right? Uh, 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 Tyson Fury, you know, Tyson Fury, is mobile. DB, my brother, salute. He's mobile. You understand? He's a big target, but he's mobile. Anthony Joshua was not. Anthony Joshua is a big target, and he's not mobile. So therefore, you know, I believe that Deontay Wilder will catch up to Tyson Fury. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, it's shown, history shows that Anthony Joshua doesn't have the most sturdy chin in the world. So that means that when Deontay Wilder does clip Anthony Joshua, he's going to go to sleep. Ari Ellis, Leslie, salute. Yeah, Mo 2013, salute. Yeah, that's how it works. You know what I mean? You go ahead, you don't even see the job. You just work. You understand me? So, I don't think Anthony Joshua's going to beat him, right? and and Andy Ruiz, he's at a disadvantage. He's too short. Xavier Woods, salute. He gets hit. He's going to get hit. And when he gets hit, right, Deontay Wilder's jab, his reach is going to keep him at bay. And that's going to play a major part. And eventually he'll hit him with the right hand, the straight right hand that he don't see, right? And when he hits him with the straight right hand that he doesn't see, it's good night. Good night, Irene. It's good night, Irene. Andrew Ruiz Jr. is going to sleep. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. So with that said, Andy Ruiz is not going to beat him. Anthony Joshua is not going to beat him. Okay. And then you have right, Anwar Willis, salute. Mike, I sent you the link too. Anwar Willis, my brother. Reggie Milligan, salute. SG Pass, salute. Robbie Sanders, A17 Boxing B, salute. Cerebral Shadow Boxing, my brother, salute. Yeah, I sent you the link, Mike. And Renee, I sent y'all the link. So, these dudes are not gonna, be able to, you know, they're not gonna Mark Stearns, all work, salute. They're not gonna be able to withstand what he's dishing out. They're not gonna be able to withstand what he's dishing out. This is my pit bull. He transitioned in August, though. In August. So, 628, man. That don't cut it, man. Get the likes all the way up, man. Get the likes all the way up. We should have at least 750 likes right now. What are we doing? What are we waiting for? You know what I mean? Christmas just passed already. Can't be waiting for Christmas again, right? So that eliminates Andy Ruiz Jr. That eliminates Anthony Joshua, in my opinion. That eliminates, I definitely believe Dillian White, he's gonna knock out Dillian White. You understand? So I don't think none of these guys stand a chance to beat him. And so with that said, he's gonna go right back to the top. And that puts him right back in position to fight for a world championship. Now, obviously, we have the situation with Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. You understand what I'm saying? I don't believe that's going to come. Okay, let me try it again, Mike. Brandon Blockton, salute. I don't think that's going to come to fruition at all whatsoever. I don't think that's coming to fruition. Teddy Fresh, my brother in Super Chat, he said, Blue, so if they rule in the champ's favor, what you think happens next? Oh, he going to fight Tyson Fury in the trilogy. Because Tyson Fury, if that's the case, Mike, I'm going to try to resend it to you. If that's the case, and Tyson Fury then at that point in time, tries to, what is he going to do? Maneuver out of it? No, he can't maneuver. Jamil Allen, salute. Or he going to lose his belt. Oakland man, salute. He going to lose his belt. Oakland LD, my brothers in the super chat. I can't see no way Fury is getting out of the trilogy unless he commit. Yeah, he gonna have to retire. He's gonna have to retire, right? There's no way he could, he gonna lose the belt. And Mr. KZ Mochino, salute. You show y'all when I was playing football. It's your boy Blue when I was playing football. You understands me? And we won the championship that year. That's me. I was playing corner. Safety and corner. You see that? That's your boy Blue right there. In warm-ups. In warm-ups. You know what I mean? Dion, my favorite player of all time, man. So, you know. Miss for B, peace and blessings, Queen. So yeah, so you know, I definitely feel like, you know, show you another one in practice. Just in case y'all be like, yeah, yeah, all those concussions, Jalen. That's me in practice. See that? Practice. Man, that was before we started, you know what I mean? The boy is sharp, you know what I'm saying? I do that thing on the football field. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, that was before, man. That's memory lane, man. Let me stop going now. Memory lane, man. Stormy B, man, my brother, Stormy. I'm gonna send you the link right now. Mailman Mike, my brother in Super Chat, he said, "Okay, prime time. Salute to you, King." Gerard Casher, salute. Yeah, he said the water boy. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Let me go ahead and hold up. Smash that like button, my peoples. Y'all got me going down memory lane instead of working, man. Y'all distracting me, man. Y'all distracting me, man. Y'all distracting me. Smash the like button. We got to get into this boxing, man. Y'all distracting me, man. You understands me? Let's get into this boxing, man. There go the brother Kurt Anderson, aka Kurt Sugar, aka the historian, my brother, my co-host. What's good with you, Kurt?
Blue Blood Sports TV, man. Always on the grind, man. Always on the grind. What's going on, Chet? Man, I'm just anticipating a good fight card tomorrow, or should I say cards, as in plural instead of singular, because we got the Evanesian versus Josh Kelly fight tomorrow afternoon on the DAZN, Earn with Hearn, and we got Adrien the Problem Broner on Showtime, and we got on ESPN the fight we all been waiting for, Miguel Berchelt versus Oscar Valdez.
Yes, sir. 33 Machiavelli, the Don, salute. Sherman Callahan, salute. Rocco 3, salute. Captain America, salute. Yeah, Mr. Black, salute. Yeah, Redback G Bed A Gang, salute. What's good with you, King? My brother, Mike on Sports in the building. What's good with you, Mike?
What's going on, Blue man? How you living, brother?
Good, man. Good, man. You know, they had me going down memory lane more so than talking boxing on here, man.
You was cut up like a bag of dope. I see, boy. God, you were living every day, weren't you?
And man, twice a day sometimes. Kurt, you saw them pictures I put up?
Yeah, man, you look like Lee Haney out there, man.
Man,
you look like a WWE wrestler. You look like Ron Simmons, Tony Atlas, or somebody.
Man, I was getting in made sure I got in at least 230 grams of protein every day. I was hitting the gym twice a day. 6 days a week, man. Cardio, man. Man, I was just completely dedicated, man.
Glad
Completely.
I am glad to see, man, from that 334 to where you're at now.
Yeah, man. And you know, that's why I tell people, you know, because I saw people when I put up the Adrien Broner, I think that he, you know, people was telling me that he struggled with the weight. Galvatron, salute. True Blue 45, salute. That he struggled with the weight getting down to 147. We know he came in 146, but I saw people, oh man, what do you know? Man, people just assume that we just, you know, this is all we did. You know what I mean? Roy Boy Florida, salute. Man, I went from playing middle linebacker in high school at 240 to 245. And then I tried out with the Jets twice. My last tryout, I was running, doing an agility drill, tripped, popped up in the air, came down on my head, suffered a concussion, man. Bad, seeing black stars, everything. And just went from there, it went downhill. You know, I just started eating stuff I ain't never eat. You know, just got completely depressed. Eating fried, I didn't eat fried foods. I haven't eaten red meat, man, since 1997.
And Blue, I'm glad you brought that up because folks don't understand. When you've been playing sports since the age of 8 and it's taken away from you just like that, because I played from time I was 7 years old to the time I was 21, I broke my foot, so my shit was over. You know what I'm saying? I played a little JUCO basketball, had an aspiration of going to OU or whatever, Oklahoma University. But yeah, man, I broke my foot and it was just taken away, bro. And the depression, because you don't like what's next. You feel me?
Right. Exactly.
You just don't know.
That's all you know. It's all you know. Sing Strong TV, salute. Salute to SG Pass and the Super Chat. Said, Bluebird, you and Kurt make the best team in the game. Salute to you, SG Pass, man. Great brother, man.
Salute.
And I thought AB looked good. I'm looking at AB. He looked like he was cut up. I know people say the weight was at 140, but I don't think it was a fact of him struggling to make the weight. I just think he didn't want to do it.
Yeah, you know what? I think DOG 215, my brother in Super Chat, he said they on that BS here. Gym's still closed till April. Yeah, man. You know what you got to do, man. Because lately I've been slacking myself, right? But I got my kettlebells. Today I went to Target and got 2 more kettlebells, man. You know, I got my resistant bands, everything. I'm about to just get back on the grind, man. In 4 months, you could lose 40 pounds in 4 months, man. It's 10 pounds a week. I mean 10 pounds a month. You know, if you stay focused, now you're gonna plateau because of your diet. If you stay on a strict diet, see the diet, funny thing about diets, if you stay on a strict like that, you're gonna plateau, you're gonna flatten out. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to have some at least with me and my body, you have to have these like restart meals. You know what I mean? So I would every once in a while I would eat, you know, a restart meal. But nothing too crazy. I would eat like Ralph's Icy, right? And I would eat shrimps and stuff from Red Lobster. You know, that butter is fat. So that just restarts your body, rejumps your body, and you back on the grind. You know what I mean? But some people have cheat meals like Burger King and cakes, and man, that ain't gonna do it, man. But with Adrien Broner, so that salute to DOG 215. That's what I was addressing. But with Adrien Broner, one thing I did notice, right? And I don't know if you noticed this, Kurt. Renee, I sent you and Stormy the link, so y'all know. But Kurt, I don't know if you noticed this or if you noticed this, Mike. But when he came to the scale, he looked deflated. When he got on the scale, it was like he didn't even want to flex, right? He just stood there straight. And then once they called out his weight, he flexed, got off and left, right? But his body language told me that, man, he struggled, I believe he struggled to make that 47 limit. Now he came in at 46 on the dot. Box fan, salute. He smashed the like button. Get the likes to 1K, man. Mike Sullivan, salute. He came in at 146 on the dot, but he just he didn't look like he had a lot of spunk, like a lot of energy. He looked a little bit like like I know they all dehydrated. They all dehydrated, right? It's not, like Errol Spence always say, it ain't natural for grown men to walk around at 147 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no grown young man walking around like that. So it's not natural. But I just didn't like how and they both look drained, right? Santiago looks somewhat drained as well, too. The thing was, Adrien Broner's face didn't look drained. His body language looked drained, like emotionally, right? Yeah, emotionally, it was like emotionally he was drained. Like he ready to get it over with. But if they trying to prepare him and trying to build up for this fight, against Regis Prograis at 140, because Regis Prograis, if you Regis Prograis and you looking at this, you're like, I ain't accepting no other weight but 140, because he gonna have to struggle to get there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't taking nothing. You gonna have to make that 40-pound limit. You know what I mean? He gonna try to pull him to that 40-pound limit. So if you AB and we gonna see, the thing is, like I was saying earlier, it's gonna be hard to tell because Adrien Broner been here so many times, and we already have it in our brain he's inactive in the ring anyway. So and he got a great poker face, so he ain't gonna never show us if he fatigued, if he's, you know what I mean? He knows how to pace himself. So we won't know. He'll know, but we won't know. But I think from this fight moving forward, going in, he gonna have to stay completely locked in. But Kurt, did you see that, Kurt?
Yeah, he was flat. That's the right word. We'll see if he doesn't have a good performance. Then you can always go back to the weigh-in. Looking at boxing throughout history, I can really get a good assessment on a fighter doing a weigh-in. That's why I don't miss weigh-ins. I can read fighters' body language, and like I always say, when a fighter is not in shape or he's drained, more times than enough, mentally he's not there. Something seems off. But let's see how Adrien Broner looks tomorrow night. I just don't have a lot of confidence in Adrien, man, because I've seen so many fighters that have the talent but lack the intangibles. It takes more than skill to be successful or win high-profile fights. And what I say about AB is always a bridesmaid, never a bride, because when I look at his big fights, he never win big fights. His biggest victories are against what's the guy with the cowboy hat, the Mexican fighter at the lower weights, and he's coming around with the cowboy hat, and he beat DeMarco. What's the guy's name? I forgot. Somebody in the chat. Remember Blue or Mike? What's his? I always forget his name. That was Adrien Broner's biggest victories, man. But the step up fights, he hasn't performed well. He doesn't let his hands go. So he may get past this guy Santiago, but when he fights Regis Prograis, if they fight, I like Prograis over Broner.
See, I was on the other end, man, because I listened to the press conference yesterday, right? AB was like, man, all this shit is weird, man. This shit don't even seem right, man. I ain't got the people, I ain't got the fans, I ain't got, you know what I'm saying? I can't even get close to do it because we got to wear masks and shit. So right there, he let me know him being a showman, him being AB that we know he need the people to feed off of and get up people entertainment. He don't have that this fight. And this is the first time in his career where he hasn't had that. He always has a crowd. He always has his entourage. He always has the people in the media going back and forth with him, cracking jokes, making little funnies and things like that. And he don't have that now. So when he walked to those the scales, I didn't look at it like the body language of a person being drained or struggling to make the weight. I just looked at it as a person who was maybe disinterested in doing the weigh-in because he doesn't have the people out there to feed off of. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just think AB being a showman and not having people in the crowd to give him that energy that he needs, I think that's the kind of AB you're going to see. You're going to see a one that's not really looking to do much, not trying to flex, guys. He like, damn, man, who I'm flexing for? Who I'm flexing for? Ain't nobody out here. So maybe that's it.
Peace and blessings to the Queen, Nick J in the building. What's good with you, Queen? Look at Terrence Coleman. He said this sounds like an AB hate show. What are you talking about, man? Man, y'all dudes just be man. What are you talking about? Like how? What are you talking about, man?
I go by what I see. I go by what I see. I don't romanticize any fighter. I have no dog in the race, no horse in the race, whatever, however you want to put it. When I say always a bridesmaid, never a bride, what big fight since Tony DeMarco has Broner won? You know, there's no way he should have struggled with Malignaggi. He's way too talented for that. He lost to Mikey Garcia because he didn't let his hands go. It's very frustrating seeing Broner lose these fights because he doesn't throw enough punches.
Jesse Vargas fight.
Absolutely, Blue.
Like, go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, we ain't trying to bash him, man. It's just like, bro, go off of what we see.
Right.
Pacquiao fight, not letting him. I won that fight. My nigga, you threw 13 punches. How you want to fight?
Right.
How you want to fight and you threw 13 punches? You can't win like that. If AB lets his hands go and goes out there and say, man, you know what? I'm going to get this dude out of here. I'm going to do my job in this way, not this way, how I've been doing it for the last 3 or 4 fights. If he does that, people ain't going to have nothing bad to say about AB. Nothing.
Right. And the thing is, we don't have nothing bad to say about him, but what he gives us, right? He just gives it. He goes in the ring. He don't let his hands go. It's frustrating because we know he got all the talent. It's like, bro, let your hands go. He waited to the second half of the fight with Jesse Vargas. Bro, he should have. The Ashley Theophane fight. Why did it go that long? The Emmanuel Taylor fight. Why did it go that long? Like, these fighters should not be. They are not on the same level as Adrien Broner. If y'all don't understand what we're saying, right? This is not a situation where we trying we dislike Adrien Broner. No, we speaking the obvious. He seems disinterested.
Didn't he go life and death with Adrian Granados?
Yeah, for no reason. And didn't that fight end in a draw too?
I think it was a draw. No. I think he won, actually. I think he won.
Right?
Yeah, I think Broner won that fight.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say life and death. He just, like, he didn't let his hands go enough, man. Like, all the rounds were like nip and tuck. He was a hometown fighter, so they gave him the benefit of the doubt. And that's just how it was, man. Like, if AB just let his hand, we're not asking you to do nothing that boxing don't call for. Let your hands go. That's it.
Even the Sean Porter fight, when he let his hands go, he dropped him. With no effort. With no effort. Just let his hand. You can see when he dropped Sean Porter, he did it without thinking. No effort. Just bang and dropped him.
And you know what? I hate to say it, I think that's going to be his chemical makeup until the day he retires. It's just that certain fighters just have this thing, man, where, like, can you imagine? Look at Miguel Burchell tomorrow. How many punches he's going to throw in a round? Or what's the other guy who let his hands go? Emmanuel Navarrete. You know, can you imagine Broner throwing that many punches? It's just a fighter's chemical makeup where, you know, I don't know why, but it's frustrating seeing Broner keep his hands at home, man. I jumped off that bandwagon long time ago. I even bought an Adrien Broner t-shirt when he knocked out Tony DeMarco, and my wife needed something to clean the furniture. And I said, take this t-shirt right here, the Broner t-shirt, and she started cleaning.
What? Kurt, you ain't right, Kurt.
Even go back to 2 weeks when we seen Stephen Fulton throw almost 100 punches from round 4, 5, and 6, letting his hands go against what's the boy name? Angulo.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it can be done. And AB, this is the perfect opponent to do it against.
Right.
Santiago is not nobody that we know. I ain't never seen him fight. Have you?
Mm-mm.
I ain't never seen him fight. So
I had to go back and watch his highlights.
Are you found some?
A couple.
So AB, this is like a showcase, and I'm expecting him to get a stoppage. If I don't see a stoppage from AB, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, it's no way. And again, just so people understand, nobody we named that he fought has the talent he has? Nobody. Now you could say they gritty, they tough. Mikey Garcia is a good counterpunch. Mikey Garcia don't have the talent of Adrien Broner. He just don't. He got the mental makeup that Adrien Broner don't have, right? But just sheer physical abilities, athletic abilities, and the power and the speed. Mikey don't have that. Adrien Broner could be on his feet if he want to. He started boxing when all this Mayweather talk started. He started getting more and more and more flat-footed, trying to fight like Floyd with the shoulder roll. More and more and more flat-footed. And like I said, this started, and I always give him credit for this because we now know since that Madonna fight, that situation, he said, ever since that fight, I stopped letting my hands go. Like when he let his hands go, it's amazing. It's a beautiful thing to see. When he don't let his hands go, it's so frustrating. And like Mike said, let's say Mike's standpoint is right, where he just feel like, it's the atmosphere. They all said it. It's like Terrence said, it's like a glorified sparring session. Like is no, you could hear their corner, I could hear my corner, you could hear, you could hear the announcers that are there, you could hear the cameras snapping, that has to be a weird feeling for them, right? And they deal with emotion. The crowd getting into it, yelling. Even if you get hit with something big and the crowd is against you, it's adrenaline boost because you just want to get it back. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you caught me with that. You know what I mean? That's not there. But if that's the case, then we could see him even more flat in the ring. You know what I'm saying? If he go in the ring and he's not motivated, he's even more flat. That could be a case. But these dudes don't have the skill of Adrien Broner, man. They don't have it. Paulie Malignaggi don't have his skills. Emmanuel Taylor didn't have his skills. Granados didn't have it. These are tough dudes. But man, these are dudes he should have made an example out of them. Like Floyd with Gotti. That's the level. I'm not saying he Floyd Mayweather, but his skill level to their skill level is that far apart. Even Mikey Garcia, man, he got the skill set to, man, he could have just inside just pop. When he did let his hands go against Mikey, you saw the difference. You saw the difference. It's just when he just getting in his comfort zone or something, and it's just like, I don't know. I don't know if it's like he could take it or leave it to win. You know what I mean? And I think that after the fight, it's like he feels like, man, I should have just, he knows it. Even the Pacquiao fight, like, man, that's Anthony Lumar, salute. Marvin Rollins Jr., salute. LeVar Cooper, salute. The Pacquiao fight, it's like, bro, that was there. That was there. You could have had that fight, bro. You could leave no doubt. You left out. And people, it's too many people already against you. So you leave doubt, they're going to take it. They're going to take it. So he got all the time. The Granados fight, that Jesse Vargas, man, that was the most frustrating fight I've ever watched out of any fight, that Jesse Vargas fight. You saw the complete second half. It was like, bro, where was this? Like, and he just decided to just slug it out with him. But you still saw the difference in talent. If he'd have started, it would have been no question. And then he was mad. Got drama allergy. J.A. Dixon, salute. Remember, he got mad. Robbie Rotten Tattoos and Art, salute. Jahoy King, Tone Bangers, Raw 1980 Lowhorn, salute. Remember, he got mad at the end and was like, man, I won that fight. This isn't this. And remember, he even got mad at Fred. Remember, he told Fred, like, man, he like, who you thought won? And Fred was like, man, I thought it was the right call. He was like, oh, man, get out of here, man. I don't even want to talk to you. Fred was like, oh, now you mad? Fred said, now you mad. Oh, now you're going to be mad because I'm not on your side? He's like, get out of here, man. I ain't even talking to you. But it's like, bro, it didn't have to come down to that. You clearly had the better talent. All you had to do was do that from the beginning. My brother Keon, Everything Boxing, and salute to him. Go subscribe to his channel. He said Adrien Broner training spurts. That's why he fighting spurts. That's a great point. That's a great point, man. Keith Emmanuel H, my brother in Super Chat, he said, dropping that dub on us. He said, people that be saying y'all hating, they come into the live late or something, because you and Kurt definitely be equally criticizing every fighter. Keep the facts coming, bro. Facts over feelings. Facts. Mochala Ali, salute. Keep Sims, salute. That be the problem. Renee Bosh Young, what's good with you, Renee?
Hey, brother, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, thanks so much for the invitation, man. It's always a pleasure, man. Chop up the sport of boxing with you guys, man. It seems like the more I listen to this, the more I, watch fights, present and fights from before, historically, I just fall in love with it more. Platforms like you, listening to you, Kurt, Mike, salute to you guys, man. And, just fall in love with it. I love it, man. Love talking the sport of boxing. Thanks so much, Blue Blood, for the invitation.
Oh, man, anytime, bro. You already know. Kareem Ebing, salute. Go ahead, Mike.
Can I ask the panel just one question, man? How long are we going to keep going around in a circle with AB? Every time he fights, it's the same thing. Same questions, same storyline. If he going to let his punches go? Is he disciplined? Can he make weight? It's the same thing every time. How long are we going to be like, man, you know what? Dude just not going, he don't want it better than that. He don't want it back. So we're not going to put that expectation on him anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you know what it is? Mellow absolute. You know what it is? You know what it is, Mike? It's hard to deny. It's like in NFL and other sports. When you know a guy got so much talent, it's just hard not to, we be like, man, these dudes signed this dude again. This dude on this team again.
Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon. Exactly. Oh, this dude is on this team. Oh, they signed this dude again. Oh, this guy, right? He go to team to team to team to team because it's just so hard to deny that talent. And we see that talent in Adrien Broner. And we want to believe that this is the time. And I don't think that, you know what? I don't think that time is ever going to come until he retire. Cook the Riddler, salute. Either he gonna showcase it, or we're gonna be on the same, because we know he got that talent. It's just some guy. Go ahead, Kurt.
What's that movie, South Central? Every time Glenn Palmer went to jail, his girl, and he came home, his girlfriend said, I wish you would have let me know you was coming home. I would have got my hair done. Remember that?
Yep.
And that's Adrien Broner. That's his chemical makeup.
Yep.
Look at Miguel Burchett and Valdez. They're going to throw a million punches, man. Or, like I said, Emmanuel Navarrete. Mm-hmm. Adrien Broner doesn't fight with renewed vigor whatsoever. The reason he be into these fights, scorecard-wise, because of natural skill. If he doesn't do anything to enhance his skill to win the fight, going away or try to knock you out, he is who he is, man. And I've been jumped off that bandwagon, man. With the T-shirt and all that, man. I was like, this guy doesn't have any intangible.
Yeah, man. It's Bunny BA, my brother in Super Chat. He said, I was there live for Pac Broner. Broner did better than he gets credit for. Pacquiao didn't demolish Broner at all. Oh, no, we're not saying that at all. I actually at one point in time thought he won. Kurt was like, I don't know what you was watching, Blue. And Keon was like, me and Keon, we did a live breakdown of it. And Keon was like, man, Blue, I disagree. We got to watch that live, and we broke it down. And Keon was right. We scored it round by round, because I'm like, man, I thought Broner won the fight, man. Me and Kurt did it live, right, Kurt? Yeah, we did that fight live, Kurt.
If you thought Broner won that fight, man, I don't know what the hell you were watching.
I'm sorry, Blue. I was on mute. I'm sorry. Yeah, we did it live. I was on mute, but I just don't got no faith in them, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I seen so many fighters throw, fight like they back was on fire, like a Turo Gaddy. I mean, look at the commitment. Even though he lost a few, man, he fought like the world was going to end, man. So many fighters put their health on the line, man. This guy got all the talent. He has God-given ability, but like I said, all skill, no intangible. So, he's one of those fighters that could be primed for an upset. You just never know with Broner. You just never know. And like Mike said, how many times we going to go around the block with this guy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My brother Stormy B, man. What's good with you, Stormy? Go subscribe to my brother Stormy B, man. What's good with you, Stormy?
What's good, fellas? Thanks for having me, Blue. Salute to everybody on the panel and salute to everybody in the chat. What's good with you, fellas?
Good, man.
Good, chilling.
Talking about this AB, man. How you feel about AB, man? What's your thoughts on it?
I have no feelings about AB. AB has shown you what he is. I've been listening the whole time. You know, I was just getting some stuff together for my show tonight. But listen, man, we can go. Was it Mike that said a moment ago, how much longer we going to go round with this AB thing? Shouldn't people be tired of getting dizzy from going in circles? I mean, listen, let me tell you something about AB. And I'm not trying to be insulting when I'm saying this. I'm a very harsh critic when it comes to talent, performance, and character. Okay. He may be the most talented guy at that weight class, but if he doesn't produce, he's not the best. He's nowhere near the best. He's just another guy who squanders ability and talent. You've seen him. You've lived with them. They've gone to school with you, sat right next to you in class, worked beside you on your job. There are people out here like that. Okay. And you wonder, it's like, man, they got all the God-given talent or blessings in the world, but they just don't seem to want to get right. You got guys you grew up with in the neighborhood, they could be in the NBA or the NFL, right? Well, you was blue blood, you was talking earlier, you bust your butt. You had 2 trials. You was trying to make it, right? But then some guy get a stroke of luck and just get in there and be messing up the whole time and getting paid. When you know that you will bust your butt twice, if not 3 times as hard as him, and you would just want to be in there because you want to make it. It ain't even about the money for you. You understand?
Just the passion.
So when you see these guys out here like AB, listen, if someone hadn't talked to him like I'm talking right now, that's why he's like he is right now. Because you don't accept no imitations. You don't accept second best. Get your butt out there, put your nose in the dirt, and get the job done. Otherwise, get the hell out of my gym. Excuse my language on your channel, bro. But it's that type of disposition that has to be shown to him and people of his generation. Okay, because we are in a era of where people are pampered, okay, for not doing anything. Participation trophies and trinkets are all out there. That's why some of these guys have become champions. But if they really had to get in there with a true champion, they may not have even made it through the fight. You understand? So I don't give him that type of consideration. If he were going to do it, he would have done it far before now. And there is a thing that you say it was like you could slip on it now because there are so many of these trophies out there that you can actually get one. But did you really earn it? Did you really put yourself to the grind and produce something? He should have taken the opportunity against Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, he took the fight, but he didn't grab the opportunity by the horns, because that would have been the fight that he could have regained all respect and everything, consideration whatsoever. And it was there for him. But as you guys have spoken about all these other fights he's had, what he didn't do, he didn't let his hands go. It's time to let him go.
Yeah. Man, it's difficult. Smash that like button. Taylor Bell, my brother in the super chat, he said AB, Adrien Broner, AB, Antonio Brown. Yeah, that's a great example, man. That talent, man. It's hard to let that talent go. Raw 1980 Longhorn, my brother in the super chat, AB makes you want to break your TV. I need Broner to commit to at least 50 punches per round. He's too athletic for this. Yeah, man. Renee, what's your thoughts, Renee?
I just hit the camera. Salute Stormy B, man. Thank you so much, man, for jumping in, you guys. Yeah, I would just turn the camera off. I was just experimenting with my camera. Yeah, man. The thing here is that, you know, Adrien Broner, I've talked about it recently in a live show, man, that in my live show that we had recently, that I was giving this guy, man, the benefit of the doubt with a grain of salt. I mean, that's just a minimal percent. Like, I wouldn't put it in a percentage, but I was giving him the benefit of the doubt with a grain of salt. Why? Because we've been seeing in social media how he's been, apparently stopped drinking and, losing weight and, saying that he's going to do a turnaround, this and that. So just slightly, I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. But, with this whole thing about the whole weight division change, I think it's because he couldn't make weight, right? Is that why they changed it to, they switched it to welterweight?
Yeah, they switched it to welterweight. And, but there's also reports now that they're saying that it was his opponent that couldn't make weight, but I believe, his opponent came in 145. They both look somewhat drained, but he came in 145. I'm sure I'm hard pressed to see that his opponent couldn't make, at least 144. And then they had to make it the welterweight limit. Now, I can't see AB agreeing to that. You know what I mean? I just can't. Like, if you can't make weight, you can't. He's the A side. He agreed to go a whole weight class above North. I find that hard pressed. Go ahead, Mike.
Has this happened before in an AB fight?
That's what I was kind of thinking also. Has that happened before?
Yeah.
Granato's right. Well,
Yep.
Granado. Yep. So if you did it before and it happened again, and it's the same guy in both fights, it can't be goddamn me Santiago. I don't believe so. I believe it's AB, but
I believe it was AB, man.
And the thing here is that, is my mic all right? I mean, I'm sorry, is my camera okay? It's not lagging?
No, you good. You good.
All right, cool. Yeah. Okay. So the thing here is that, the whole thing, what happened months ago, and this is a year-on thing, you know what I'm saying, with Adrien Broner. Sometimes you would think he would shape up ever since he been losing since, the loss of, Maidana, you know what I'm saying? He's just been going downhill, lost focus. That party life has been catching up to him, you know what I'm saying? That lack of discipline. Y'all know the story. It's catching up to him, man. And recently we saw on social media, everybody saw it, went viral, if I'm not mistaken, or those who were paying attention at least, with the judge chewing him out, man. When he was in court recently, the civil case, man, that judge was talking to him like it was a mom, scolding her little boy, man. I mean, she was like, I'm tired of this. I don't care if you have rich friends, blah, 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 this and that. You're going to jail until you can pay up, et cetera, et cetera. I thought, okay, this is what I'm trying to get at here. Afterwards, I thought maybe he's going to shape up. Maybe. What happened afterwards, if I'm not mistaken, he got bailed out or what have you, and he went on social media, man, and started flashing the money around, saying something. I don't know what he said, but I guess he was trying to be sarcastic regarding what the judge told him, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man, but and then this whole thing, why am I saying this? Just so we can understand the trajectory. Everybody knows the trajectory, but I'm talking about recently. So now him losing weight, saying that he's not drinking anymore, and this recent interview that he had on Brian Custer, shouts out to Custer, his podcast. I kind of gave him the benefit of the doubt ever since that interview, because he seemed kind of more mature. I kind of saw him more mature. He was more, humble, quiet, I was like, you know what, maybe he's serious this time. Maybe. And then this just came out. Obviously it's fresh of the weight division change. And, it might be because of his opponent, but I'm kind of leaning towards it. It's probably because of AB that they're moving it up to welterweight, you know what I'm saying, in this fight. So it's like, you know what? I think that was the last straw for me. And just like what Storm B Man said, and just like what everyone knows, I mean, it's been year after year, man. The whole thing with Adrien Broner. If he just lets and like what Mike said just a moment ago, I mean, it's just been year after year. If he lets his hand go, if he lets his hands go, if he lets his hands go, if he just does it this time, if he just does it, And I understand, because the boxing community, I understand why they're saying it and why they're giving him the benefit of the doubt year after year. It's because of his, we can't take away anything from his skills and from what he has accomplished in the sport of boxing before he started spiraling downhill. I mean, we can't take none of that away from him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we know the story as far as the skills, man, but I think it's just that all this is catching up to him, man. There's a time where, if you keep living that lifestyle, it's going to catch up to you, man. And hard habits, I said this on my recent live, hard habits are hard. How do you say it? Bad habits are hard to break. And I think that's what AB is going through this, you know. And if he really does show up and show out tomorrow night, and if he gives an impressive performance, that's not enough. I think you talked about it earlier, Blue, that after this fight, let's see if he's still disciplined. Let's see if he's really going to make a change. You know what I'm saying? Not just for this fight, not because, he's doing this just to pay off his multi-million-dollar lawsuit, however the heck money, however he has to pay. You know what I'm saying? Let's really see after this fight if it's true that he's going to go fight Regis Prograis, right? Maybe go down to 140, whatever weight division, whatever. Let's see, or whoever his opponent may be, even if it's not Regis, whoever it may be, right? Let's see if he's really going to make that change. But after this whole weight division change now, I'm assuming, you know, maybe I don't have any proof or nothing. I don't know, but because it's all fresh. Maybe it's because of AB. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But I kind of incline towards, I reiterate, it's AB. That's why they're moving to 147. After hearing this, I'm like, you know what? I don't know about Adrien Broner, honestly. It's a sad thing, man. But hey, I reiterate one more time. If he shows up and shows out tomorrow, gives an impressive performance, but then again, look at his opponent. Go to Santiago, this guy. If you go to his record, man, if his resume, look at the fights he's fought. He's fought fighters, man, who have more than 50% loss, you know, on their record. 50%. Man, this guy, I mean, he's really not, you know what I'm saying, top-notch. Obviously, he's not top-notch competition. I mean, I guess it's expected he's going to show up and show out against this dude, right? But, you know, it's kind of hard to say with AB.
One guy is active in Santiago. He's been fighting over the last few years. AB ain't fought since the Manny Pacquiao fight. Does that play a part in this fight tomorrow? That'll be intriguing to see.
Yeah, that's what
Mike, what plays a serious part is the lifestyle that he lives. That's what plays the part. Okay, Santiago may not be the best of fighters out there, but he's been fighting. He's been in the gym. He's been earning paychecks. AB has been in the police blotter, He's been in courtrooms, He's been at the dope house, He's been at the club, He's been everywhere but the damn gym. Excuse my language again, Blue Blood. I'm sorry, but he's been everywhere, but where he should be. Okay, and so when you look at that, you have to put it all in its proper perspective. Now, yes, this is a man that on paper, he should beat this man. But moving forward with those lions that you got out of there, you got Taylor, you got Prograis, and those guys who are real fighters. And they live like fighters, especially Taylor. Okay, and Taylor is the most accomplished, even with a victory over Prograis. So you have to look at it for what it really is. And for those out there in the chat that are saying like, well, I'm still riding with Broner no matter what, that's fine. You can like who you want to like, but I will leave you with this. Just because someone can offer an honest assessment and critique of what you're witnessing, and you being blinded by that and being really against the fact of hearing the truth, that sounds like those same type of people who will do something like harmful to their own parents because they've been disciplined for doing something improper or disrespecting their parents' homes. This is the type of era and age that we live in. And this is what you see on the news every day. But when people drop the gauntlet like they're supposed to, you see, you don't have those type of problems. You know, I come from a time and era when your parents said things like, I'm raising you. The streets ain't going to raise you. Not everybody outside is doing the raising. And you got a whole assortment of improper guidelines and influences. So where does AB finally get it together? If he don't hear the truth, he could be listening to this show right now and hating every single thing that's being said. But if he sit in a moment of silence and quiet and think for a moment, ain't nobody said nothing that was a lie.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I still got, I'm still believing in his talent, man. I can't help it. I can't help it, and I understand everybody's take on it, you know, and it's 1000% right. And you know, I just, man, that talent, man. I want to say this is the time that he's turned it around. I hope it's the time. Crook the Riddler, my brother in Super Chat, he said Giovanni Santiago has been hungry and consistent. He knocked down a few of his opponents by body blows. Broner going to have to take those hits. Oh, for sure. He's coming. Oh, this is an opportunity for a lifetime. He gonna get every bit of Giovanni Santiago tomorrow night. Every single bit. The thing is that his skill set, his talent, it's 60-70% of Adrien Broner could beat these dudes. And that's the difference. So, and he keeps, because he's been here and he's been and faced adversity, we won't know. It's not going to show in the ring. It'll show in the ring if that was Regis Program on the other side. We'll know the difference, right? But when it's Santiago, Giovanni Santiago, no disrespect to him, and he's going to bring everything he have. But his best is 70% of Adrien Broner. So all Adrien Broner got to do is bring 72%. And that's enough to get the dub, or at least a draw. You know what I mean? Unless he brings some unforeseen power in the ring, and just start dropping Broner all over the place. He not gonna, because one thing about Broner is when you start to push him in that corner, he gonna fight out the corner. It's just when they're in the center of the ring and there's spots and we like yelling at the TV. Look, God, let it go, man. Right there, it's right there. Let it go. And he don't let it go. That's the frustration. That's where the frustration kick in. Right? When he on cruise control in the center of the ring and he more talented. And he do it when he feel like it. M-Bake's Unfiltered Salute. That's when the frustration kick in, because we know that he got the talent. We know he could do it. But like you said, Stormy, outside the sport of boxing, he's more motivated by, I believe, outside the sport of boxing than inside the sport of boxing. And that's where the problem comes in. Right? It's just like all these other athletes in the other sports. They just can't let other habits outside the sport go. And because their talent is so great, the sport that they participate in as a professional, it awards them to live the lifestyle they want outside the sport. And so they always dip back into the sport to live the lifestyle they want to live outside the sport. And because we know they got the talent, like my brother Mike said, the wide receiver in the NFL, he keeps getting chance after chance after chance after chance after chance because of his talent. It's all because of his talent. And he dips in the NFL just long enough to dip back out and do what he want to do outside the sport. It's just like it's like that, that relative you have that just can't help themselves in the streets, and you can't help but to keep helping them. So they come in the house and they clean up for a month or two, and you like, oh, they back on the right track. And slowly but surely they start to disappear. They outside longer and longer and longer until before you know it, they ain't come back again. And now you can't find them for a year. And all of a sudden, a year, they come knock back on the door. And it's just hard to resist it. It's just hard to resist it, And I think that's the case with Adrien Broner, man. I think that I honestly, truly believe this, that Madonna fight took a lot out of him. It deflated him, man. It truly deflated him. And since then, he's always been a showman. But since then, it's like, I truly believe when he said, it's like when I lost, Floyd lost. I truly believe he believed that. Because at one point in time, we was comparing him to Floyd Mayweather. And then remember, there was actually commentators. Remember this? They were saying he could beat Floyd. They were saying he could beat Floyd. And you went from that to losing to Madonna, and then Floyd swooped right in and took Madonna and then did what you couldn't do 2 times over. And then Madonna never gave you the opportunity to rectify it. I think that's a tough pill for him to swallow. He just couldn't deal with that. And so these other fights, I don't believe they motivate him. And I think at this point in time, he feel like I already lost now. You know what I'm saying? I could take it, leave. Now, it's like, I just think he don't have that motivation no more. And there's a strong possibility and maybe he just don't have the guidance. You know what I'm saying? He clearly seeked that in Floyd Mayweather. And Floyd Mayweather, I believe, lets him down. You know what I mean? He seeked that in Floyd Mayweather, but he can't change Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is who Floyd Mayweather is. He can't. What he looked for in Floyd Mayweather, that big brother figure, Floyd Mayweather don't give it to him. You know what I mean? But the thing I love about Adrien Broner is his loyalty. Because man, his those dudes around him, he makes sure they fighting on his card. He makes sure they gonna eat Robert Easter, Rasheed Warren. And if you look at it, right, they all have the same makeup. Look at the skill set Robert Easter got. Look at the skill set Rasheed Warren got. Why do they struggle? Why are they so inactive? Why? As you know, I know they grown men, and you know we got to place responsibility where you got to place it. You know what I mean? Somebody failed them, man, because that whole Rasheed. When you look at Robert Easter, he's frustrating to watch. It's like, dude, you got a 76-inch arm reach. Why are you fighting in the pocket? Why are you making these fights tougher than you should? Even when he fought Mikey Garcia, like, bro, he was outboxing Mikey. Got lost focus, got dropped, and it focus went right out the window. Game plan right out the window. Just started standing right there in the pocket, just fighting. It's like Rasheed Warren, the same thing. All that hand speed, all that skill. It just like they lose a bit of focus and it's over. And it's over. You know, and we got to keep in mind that these are dudes that came from the mud. These are kids that came from the struggle. You know what I'm saying? And we bring them through the system and sport of boxing, and then we say, "Hey, go $1 million." There's no structure. You see what I'm saying? There's no structure. There's still all you did was take a kid that was living this lifestyle. He fighting. Imagine this. Just think. You go through the streets fighting, and we put him in a ring and say, "Hey, man, you fight this dude, and we give you $1 million." You see what I'm saying? Like, you didn't change his environment. You just heightened it.
Can I add something to that, Blue?
Yeah, go ahead. Hold on. Let me get this super chat real quick, Stormy.
Mm-hmm.
Emmanuel H, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on us. He said, question for the panel. What do you guys think about AB ceiling is? Best case and worst case scenario. Also, who y'all think is the pound for pound at each major weight class? For Kurt, who is the fighter you're most disappointed in? Let me get the other super chat, then we get to that question. Gabe and Maya saluting the super chat. He said, "Keep up the great work, Blue Blood. Peace and blessings to y'all, man. Peace and blessings to y'all." Go ahead, Stormy.
I was just going to offer that here in the gyms here, what we would do as a part of our curriculum with the boxing program, especially when you're getting the kids young, you have to give them things to help build character. If the talent is there to be cultivated and it grows, you can also add to that. It's just like, you know, going to school and graduating, not graduating, but elevating from one grade to the next grade. When you're putting in what you should be putting in, that of value, it becomes a part of their ethics, their virtues. If they don't have that, if they've never been shown that, and you just showing somebody how to go upside somebody's head or whatever, what happens is when you get a certain point in life, there's no sense of making correct choices for yourself. There's no sense of, you know, thinking with objectivity, and that's missing. That's also a part of character, which is missing. You see, I'll take it and tone it back just a little bit by giving an example. You remember in the film, I think it was, what was it, Rocky IV, where Tommy Morrison was with Rocky, right? And he wanted to show Tommy that, hey, I'm trying to teach you like Mickey taught me, so you'll have something to hold fast to. And all Tommy was worried about was he wasn't making no money or whatever, right? but he was being successful and he was climbing a ladder and he was being shown and guided in a certain direction. But Rocky didn't know Tommy. He didn't know where he came from. He didn't know his backdrop. So he was trying to give him something, but for a young man who was already a young man. And Adrien told him, why are you doing this with him? And you should be giving this to your son. Okay. In other words, she was trying to redirect Rocky to what's important in life, just like Rocky was trying to redirect Tommy to what was important in life. So in saying all of that, the example that I'm getting is like, yeah, when someone has gone a certain length out on the road, you might not be able to keep him on a certain path. But if you're starting from the ground up, that stays within and it makes a difference. You see what I'm saying? And that's what's sorely missing. This is why we always are tough on the trainers and everything out there. I just did something on Bill Miller and James Toney earlier in the week, where he got James Toney when James was relatively young and he didn't have a father figure. But Bill became that and more as he was training in him and helping develop him. Now you look at James Toney, he's training kids himself. That's a wonderful loop, you know, where he's come full circle. Do you understand what I'm saying? If it's only about the money, a lot of us have come up hard. But even if you come into money, just like Biggie's song said, more money, more problems, you have to have something of substance to help you be able to sustain or to grow or to be able to disperse. And if you're just one that consumes, it'll consume you. You see? So these are, and when we're talking about warriors, boxers, fighters, if you don't give them something more than just that is of the material or whatever, that person's going to be fragile. AB touched some money. He may never get to what his potential was because he, at some point, he got satisfied because he got paid and he got laid. You understand? But if someone had taught him that there was much more than that, where you have to find something to fight for beyond where you are, it's even beyond what your perception is, because you have to be able to dream. Otherwise, you may as well be dead.
And that's my thing, right? That's what I was saying. To your point, maybe he didn't get it. He missed out on it. Somebody didn't give it to him when he was young. And what they did was his talent went from fighting in the streets to fighting for a prize, for a big payday, without the teaching, without the lesson. And now because he represents the money symbol, now everybody looks to him. Who do he look to for guidance? Because everybody now look for him. Hey, I need you to pay for this. I need you to take care of this. I need you to do this. Now he take care of people, and you can hear it when he talks. He's like, man, I'm tired of dealing with people. You know, I'm tired of giving. He just represent the money symbol. You see when he lashes out and he says, man, he do these live streams, man, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of that, man. That's a call for help. That's what that is. And so somebody on his end dropped the ball. Why? Because they saw everybody rode the boat of his talent. Oh man, this dude gonna be rich. And that's the problem. But let's get to something else real quick. I want to talk about we got a lot of fights, but I want to talk about this situation where they tried to make it as if Deontay Wilder said he don't want to fight Tyson Fury no more. He's done with the trilogy match. When essentially what he said was he wants to fight everybody he didn't fight at the top. And he stated that he wants to fight Andy Ruiz. He don't want to fight Luis Ortiz again. Why would he? He knocked him out twice, right? He wants to fight Fury again for the trilogy because one ended in a draw, other one has an asterisk by it. So he wants the trilogy match, right? But of course, they're going to push it as if he just don't want to fight Tyson Fury. He closed the door on the Tyson Fury saga, so on and such. Well, that was the case. This Tyson Fury Anthony Joshua fight would have been announced since they told us 8 months ago that they came to a 2-fight deal. And we've yet to get an announcement. But Deontay Wilder, he stated that he wants to fight Andy Ruiz before he retire. He wants to fight Joshua before he retire. He wants to fight everybody he didn't fight at the top before he retired. Right? And obviously, listen, if he didn't want the Tyson Fury trilogy, he wouldn't have went to mediation. He wouldn't have went to arbitration. He wouldn't have took these measures if he didn't want to fight no more. You know, clearly he wants to fight with Tyson Fury, but he also wants, Andy Ruiz fight. He also wants, Anthony Joshua fight, which that fight should have been happened. There's too many fights, in my opinion, in the sport of boxing. That's why I'm so hard with the Terrence Crawford, Errol Smith saga. I don't like that Riddick Bowe, Lennox Lewis. We ain't never get the facts is only thing we could do is just dream about it. We ain't never gonna get Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe. Never, right? Why we ain't never get Floyd Mayweather Trinidad? That bothers me. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Floyd Mayweather Trinidad. You know what I mean? Floyd Mayweather Prince Nassim Hamed. Why we ain't never get these fights? It's too many fights. Now, like Curry said, Aaron Pryor, he dropped the ball with Sugar Ray Leonard. We should have got Aaron Pryor and Sugar Ray Leonard. He dropped the ball with the Duran fight. You understand? It's too many times we have these scenarios where they dropping the ball. We can't drop the ball. We can't continue to drop the ball because it hurts the sport of boxing. And us on this panel, we clearly we love the sport of boxing more than we love fighters. It's the sport, right? And a lot of fans don't understand that you directly affect the sport of boxing. Yes, you could have. It's great for you to have your favorite fighter. That's great, but guess what? At some point in time, that fades. They're gonna retire. They're gonna leave, and you're gonna latch on to somebody else. Point blank and period. You're gonna latch on to somebody else, right? And Deontay Wilder wants to make these big fights happen. Him and Anthony Joshua needs to. He's already 35 years old, Deontay Wilder, and Joshua's 31. Bro, I mean, in heavyweight division, we still got because the heavyweights, but their prime is fading fast. It's fading fast. At least, I noticed an asterisk by this Tyson Fury Saga situation, but at least we saw it twice. Now we don't know what happened if everything was on the up and up and this didn't happen and the glove situation and all of these things. Cool. But at least we saw them in the ring. You know what I'm saying? We saw them in the ring. Now we could, have difference. Hey, I thought he would have won. I thought he won. I thought he knocked him out the first time. I thought that's what's great for the sport of boxing. The trilogy needs to happen to clarify that second fight with the asterisk by it. Remove it. You know what I'm saying? Remove that factor. I want to remove it. I want this trilogy match. It's going to be on the up and up because whether you agree with Glovegate or you don't agree, whether you agree with the water bottle situation or you don't agree, everybody going to be watching with a magnifying glass. You're going to either be watching to say, see, he didn't this time, or you're going to be watching to say, see, he did this time. But the fact remains, if we're going to get a conclusion to it, and that's what I want. And it seems like the boxing world is so steadfast on I watched something with Max Kellerman, and he had a panel on his show, right? And on that show, Max Kellerman, he said, now we get the Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, then we could get back to Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. So everybody wants to remove this trilogy match, so quick to remove it. And then we could get back to this. No, let's just get a conclusion to that and move forward. There should be no reason why we can't. Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury. There's no reason why Tyson Fury can't fight Anthony Joshua in the future, and vice versa. Just like Hagler, Hearns, Leonard, and Duran. They all beat each other. There's no reason for them not to still fight each other. Just because Leonard beat Tommy Hearns was no reason that Tommy Hearns shouldn't have fought Hagler. And then they fought each other. That's what's supposed to happen. But Kurt, what's your thoughts on this, Kurt? And smash that like button, people. What's your thoughts on that, Kurt?
Well, ask yourself, if Fury fights Joshua, will it be will a Wilder fan root for Joshua because he feels if the fight does happen and Joshua beats Fury, will Wilder get a shot at Joshua? Does he have a better chance of fighting Anthony Joshua if Fury beats if Joshua wins? If Fury wins, I don't think he's going to fight Wilder. The third fight should take place. Like you said, it has like an asterisk next to it, even though it still goes down as a loss, Wilder, but we're suspicious about it. Wilder should not wait for Fury. He should fight Charles Martin in a comeback fight. That's a good fight, and then go after Andy Ruiz. Even though neither man is champion, it's a big fight. They both have names. Fight in Texas where you can get people in the stadium. It would do very well on pay-per-view. That will make a lot of sense for both men in the situation. Don't wait for. I hate when a fighter waits on another fighter. Fight. Keep yourself busy. Those should be the next two fights, and see what happens. You don't know which way the ball is going to bounce, but Wilder should keep busy in the meantime. And if somehow, some way they rule in his favor, and he gets another shot, and Fury wins, and he gets another shot at Fury, so be it. He would have had a fight already in the making, or two, depending on time frame. Or if Joshua win, that was always a hot fight before Fury came into the picture. You could make Wilder and Fury. So my main thing is Wilder should keep busy because it's been a while. Fight Charles Martin and then go after a big fight and Andy Ruiz.
Go ahead, Mike.
When you ask, should Wilder get a third fight with Fury? Absolutely. Will he? Probably not. Fury's been running from Wilder ever since the end of last year. People trying to make it seem like Wilder don't want to fight Fury. Didn't the loser of the second fight have to invoke their rematch clause?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Wilder do that? Didn't his team push Fury to mediation to get the fight? And now we're in arbitration. So Wilder's team is trying to get the fight. So everybody's saying Wilder don't want to fight. It's not that. It's not that at all. Fury told the mediator that he don't care if he ruled tomorrow, next week, or next year. He's not fighting Deontay Wilder. So if Fury wins, I see Fury dropping the belts like he did last time, going and retirement. If Joshua, I'm rooting for Joshua. I'm not gonna lie to you. If that fight gets made, I'm rooting for Joshua because I believe Joshua will fight Deontay Wilder. I know he didn't fight him in the past and all that stuff happened, but I think if Joshua wins, there is no way for him to go. He can't go to Usyk because he probably will go to Usyk for the first fight, but after that, he got to fight Wilder. That's the only fight for him. That's the biggest fight to be made in the heavyweight division if he beats Fury twice. But that's my thoughts.
Mm-hmm. Stormy?
It's obvious that Fury doesn't want the third fight. I think it speaks more about what happened in the second fight, the results that he was able to get out of the second fight with, and he's looking to just is stealing something. You might have left your wallet right here, and you turn your head for a.
Hey, Stormy, you're breaking up, Stormy.
Okay, is this better?
Yep.
Okay, that lagging. Okay, yeah, it's just a matter of Wilder taking control of his own career. Go out there, start fighting other guys, start knocking them out again, start beating people, because that's how you can convince the sentiment of the people. You got people out here who will be for you. You've got people who are against you. But one thing that they can't take away from you is the results that you can produce in the ring by fighting. He needs to get busy. He needs to get active. He needs to get back on that active trajectory like when he was coming up, pursuing the title, because that's what he's going to have to do again. They are not going to hand him a title opportunity again. They're hoping that he'll go away. They're hoping that he'll slip on a proverbial banana peel and they'll be done with him. But to disprove the naysayers and whatnot and the haters and the people who don't want to see him with the title again or the titles, he has to go out there and start performing in the ring. Take every opportunity to exact revenge and vengeance on each and every opponent that you have and line them up in a series of fights that you find yourself fighting multiple times in a year. Okay, stop that every 10, 12 months crap like you were doing, enjoying your spoils for success. Get back in there, start knocking people's heads off, and make people take note and be like, uh-oh, here comes that freight train again. You understand? Because that's how you put the pressure on. He wins 5 fights in a row between this year and the end of next year. What can stop that momentum? And we know what he can do to people, right? So it's not like he's going to go and have 5 12-round decisions. You got to go in there and start knocking people out again, taking their heads off, lining them up again, fighting with every few months, every 3 or 4 months. Get your butt in there. Otherwise, if you don't want to do that, if you're not interested in that, I'm not interested in hearing any of your babble, anything you got to say or whatever, because you don't really want it like that. That's it. Because at the end of the day, the results happen in the ring. When these guys are not getting in the ring and fighting and taking care of business from that standpoint, and then they want to cry and bemoan, oh, this and that, I can't feel for that. I'm too old for that because I've seen it done a much better way than what they're doing of today. It's just ridiculous. So Wilder, forget about Fury. Go out there and knock off each and every guy that Joshua would end up fighting or who has fought already, and any potential guy that Fury might want. Go out there and start knocking these guys off and close the bridge on them. That's what you got to do. If you don't want to do that, the sport is going to pass you by. You're 35 years old. Larry Holmes began to start slipping right at this age that you are.
Mm-hmm. Renee, what's your thoughts, Renee?
Real quick. I just want to say that to Eddie Hearn, if you think Andy Ruiz can beat Deontay Wilder, I'm telling you right now, I pray PBC make that fight. Deontay Wilder has a lot of success against guys who are shorter than him. Just because Andy Ruiz knocked off your guy does not make him a world beater. Let's see what Andy Ruiz is able to do now after he came back and lost to Joshua. Let's see what's next for him. Don't make him a world beater just because he beat Joshua on one night.
Mm-hmm. And he also said Charles Martin to beat Deontay Wilder. No disrespect to Charles Martin, but come on, Eddie. Go ahead, Renee.
Say outlandish things. Yeah, promoters say outlandish things concerning that note. I mean, what did Oscar De La Hoya say recently in the build-up to Ryan Garcia versus Campbell fight? He said that Oscar De La Hoya comes out and says that Ryan Garcia would walk through Tank Davis. I mean, it's just hype. It's just promoters' jobs, you know what I'm saying? So Hearn, also the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Generally speaking, I've been talking about a lot, recently that I'm tired, man, of seeing fighters have these long layoffs, like what Storm B was talking about right now. I mean, you have fighters, Caleb Plant is one of them recently, and that's exactly why when they come back and fight, they have that quote unquote ring rust. I mean, and that's why you have upsets. I mean, what happened recently with Warrington versus Lada? Lada came in and he took Warrington out because, if I'm not mistaken, Warrington hasn't fought in a long time, in like 16 months, man. Lada was active, underdog, came in, knocked out Warrington. I mean, we see it time and time again. So, I think that these fighters in general, man, I'm kind of tired of seeing, you know, these fighters, you know, take a nice paycheck, have a big fight, and then just disappear for a year. You know what I'm saying? I mean, now with Wilder, I understand though. I understand the whole mediation, arbitration. It's a process. It takes time, but the best thing for Wilder to do right now, just like what Story B Man said, like, you know, pointing out his age. He's up there in age, man. It's time to get back, time to get active, start fighting. As far as, you know, Fury, I think we all agree, you know, upon that, you know, and we talked about it. I remember some live sessions ago, Blue. It was a few months ago that you know, just by seeing Fury's moves and how he does things, you know what I'm saying? The first fight, you know, they fought, y'all know what happened. And after that, Fury, you know, runs away from the rematch and goes and fights Wallin and Schwartz, you know what I'm saying? Has this rematch, you know, what happened. Fury, I don't think he wants the trilogy. I think he's not gonna, you know, I agree with Mike on that too. That, and I said it, I remember in that last session we had, you know, a while ago, that I don't see Fury taking this trilogy. He doesn't want it, you know what I'm saying? And deep down inside, I don't even think Anthony Joshua wants it. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't wanted it, in my humble opinion, you know, back when they were, you know, going back and forth years ago. You know, I think that the only way that Anthony Joshua is going to want to fight with Wilder is when Wilder, you know, possibly grows out of his prime in the sport of boxing. When he sees weaknesses, then he'll come up and fight him. But as of now, he don't want to fight him, man. And there's more evidence to, there's more evidence to Fury not wanting to fight Wilder in a trilogy, because he wouldn't be going back and forth with Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I mean, I don't see the best thing here for Wilder to do is just come back, get active, start fighting. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad, but I think it's almost true that there's not going to be a Wilder Fury trilogy, unfortunately. And AJ Wilder, I still think that's doubtful, because of deep down inside, man, I don't think AJ wants that fight with him.
Hey, Kurt, let's answer this question about the brother Emmanuel H. He said, for Kurt, who is the fighter you're most disappointed in history?
Oh, wow. It was a fighter by the name of Kelsey Banks. He was a standout amateur. He was a 6-foot featherweight with crazy skills. He went to the Pan Am Games and got knocked out by his career with one punch, and he was never the same. They was calling him the next Sugar Ray Robinson, and it never panned out. I was very disappointed in Kelsey Banks.
And then he said, Kurt, what do you think about Adrien Broner's ceiling? Worst case scenario, best case scenario.
If Santiago fights smart, Adrien Broner is ripe for an upset. That ship has sailed. I'm off the Adrien Broner bandwagon. People will show you who they are. And I always say intangibles, he doesn't have any. It takes more than skill. So his ceiling is very low. If he gets past Santiago, as soon as he fights a named fighter, especially an aggressive fighter like a Regis Prograis or anybody else, I will pick against Broner. I go by what I see with my two eyes, and I see a guy who can't win the big fight. AB stands for always beaten. AB stands for always a bridesmaid.
All right, and then Kurt, he said, "What's your pound for pound fighters in each weight class, in each major weight class?" That's a question for everybody. So we'll start with Kurt.
It's funny because I got Terence Crawford overall #1, but I have to put Spence at #1 welterweight because who he's beaten. He used Danny Garcia as a tune-up, two-weight division champion. Heavyweight, you know, is an asterisk by Fury, but it's still, unfortunately for Wilder, it still goes down as a loss. I don't know. The winner of Fury and Joshua will be best heavyweight until Wilder gets back into the picture. Lightweight, I got Teofimo, but I could see Devin Haney. You know, he has the highest ceiling out of everybody. I'm not going to go weight by weight. Who else we got? Middleweight. I've been on this guy, you know, Charlo, but I'm very skeptical of Charlo. Light heavyweight, I got Better Beef, 168. I got Canelo, and 130. I got Tank Davis. That's Colbert is right there, but I got Tank Davis at 130, and then I'll stop from right there for now.
Nah, I ain't weight by weight, but I'm gonna just give y'all my Mike on Sports top 10 pound list. 1 Crawford, 2 Canelo, 3 is my boy Inoue. Number 4 is Errol Spence. Number 5 is Jamel Charlo. Number 6 is Teofimo Lopez. Number 7 is Arthur Beterbiev. Number 8, who did I have at number 8? Number 8, who did I have at number 8? Shit, I'm forgetting somebody. But yeah, I forgot. But yeah, top 8 right there. There you go.
Stormy. I think you're on mute. You're on mute, Stormy. Stormy, you're on mute, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to come off of that mute button. I have my Thunderous top 10, and I don't have the list in front of me right now. But I had going up from the bottom up. I had at number 10, I had Gary Russell Jr. At number 9, I had Arthur Beterbiev. At number 8, I had Naoya Inoue. Number 7, I think I had Shakur Stevenson. At number 6, I had Tank Davis. At number 5, at number 5, I had Jamal Charlo. At number 4, I had Josh Taylor. At number 3, I had Earl Spence. At number 2, I had Jamel Charlo. And number 1, I had Bud Crawford. But I said that Bud and Jamel are kind of like 1 and 1A to me, or 1A and 1B to me, because those two men over the period of their careers have shown the most, being able, Bud coming up from lighter weight divisions up to the welterweights now, where he is on a roll of 7 stoppages, and Jamel showing that he has fought the best in his division, has taken a loss, come back, and unified, and almost is nearing undisputed. And he might be the best fighter in the sport today, Jamel Charlo. So that's where I have my list.
Renee. Renee, you're on mute, bro.
Hear me?
Yep.
I'll be right back, bro. My internet's tripping, bro.
Okay. CRB1, my brother in the super chat. ESPN not going to put on a fight at 5 p.m. while NBA playoffs are on. And between two Brits, you don't understand the business of U.S. television. AJ Fury not happening. Yeah, I mean, we already know. Salute my brother on the mic with Terrence Bailey Sr. Go subscribe to my brother on the mic with Terrence Bailey Sr. Well, we already know, that Deontay Wilder is essentially holding that up, because if not, they would have already announced it, right? They announced June 10th that they agreed to a 2-fight deal. You agreed to a 2-fight deal June 10th, and now y'all still going through the details? How you still going through the details 9 months later? What was it, June 10th? We got June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. 9 months.
Hey, Blue.
Go ahead, Kurt.
I want to say something. Wait, let me gather my bearings. The chat. Salute to the chat, and I'm gonna tell you why. Everybody, I'm looking at the comments. Stormy is getting it. Mike is getting it. I'm getting it. Only one safe is Blue. Shout out to the chat. I love y'all, man. I'm gonna tell you why. I love their toughness. I respect everybody because they don't come off they square. They don't care if I'm a historian or not. And I know boxing and Mike does and Stormy does. They don't care. If they say something, that they don't like, they're gonna give you the business. They like a bunch of piranhas, man. Shout out to the chat. They saying we delusional. They saying we crazy. They saying, did he say a Nui? Shout out to the chat.
Yeah, I love it. That's the difference. That's what I like. Over here, man, we stand on our square, man. Whether you agree or disagree, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what this is about. Ain't none of us correct. None of us is 100% correct.
Terry Smoot Jr., shout out to you. School of Skills, shout out to you. They tearing us, they ripping us apart from limb to limb. I love it. I love it. Thanks, chat. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Y'all a bunch of piranhas, and that's what you want to see.
That's a fact. That's what we like. We got to keep it. You know, listen. We can't if we all agree, something's wrong. Remember that TV show they used to have? What was it, Pleasantville or something like that? And everybody agreed, and everybody was just like robotic. Everybody was just, just going this way and going that way. Like, what's the fun in that? No, the point is, the reason we want to see Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford is because we don't know. The reason we want to see Deontay Wilder, we could assume we have our reasonings for why we believe it. I believe Deontay Wilder is going to beat Tyson Fury in the trilogy. I believe he's going to beat Anthony Joshua. Well, the reason I want to see them in the ring is because we don't know for a fact. Why we want to see Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford? This is what I don't get. When people be like, "Hey, Blue, you don't like Terrence Crawford. You don't like Terrence Crawford." Dude, you don't get it? I'm giving him his props. The reason I want to see him and Errol Spence fight is because they're the two best in the world. What part don't you understand? What part don't you understand? I don't want to see Errol Spence fight Lenny Bundu. I don't want to see Terrence Crawford fight Lenny Bundu. I want to see them fight each other because the rubber gonna meet the road. Right, wrong,
hey, Blue Blood. It's like, remember the old Universal films? It's like Frankenstein meets the Wolfman and stuff like that. It's like you want to see them come together. Godzilla and King Kong.
Right.
You want to see it. You know what I mean?
Exactly, Storm. That's a perfect analogy. We tired of seeing them running around dealing with civilians. We want to see them.
Exactly.
I want to see them come together. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't want to see them running around chasing civilians that we know what's going to be the ending results. No, I want to see them come against each other. That's where the fun comes in. Smash the like button, people. Let's get the likes to 1K. How many likes we got? Jay Lee, the brother in Super Chat, says, salute Blue and panel. Opinions about Kalnaki. Opinions about Ruiz versus Ortiz if and hashtag bomb squad, hashtag man down. My opinion is on Adam Kalnaki. I like Adam Kalnaki. He's action packed, but he gets hit a lot, man. He gets hit a lot, and once he step up in competition, I love him. But he's action packed, and he gonna get hit a lot.
He gotta get his get back. He gotta go get his get back. He just got knocked out, right? Hellenius,
Hellenius.
Go see him again.
Yeah, you gotta see him again.
See him again. Period. And Ruiz, that's a good fight.
But
I don't know how old Ortiz is now, but damn, that's a good fight right there.
Still a great fight. Yeah, so I think that Ruiz Ortiz, man, that's a great fight, man. Man, it depends, because I think the jab gives Andy Ruiz issues, and Luis Ortiz is consistent with his jab and his height and his range, and that left hand, that could be a problem for Ortiz. For Ruiz. But if Ruiz come in tip-top shape and able to move, because he's fast, man. That dude get inside on you and boom, 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 and let his hands go on the inside with that power, man, Ortiz could be in trouble. And he's slowing down. So
does Andy have power, or is Joshua just chin? See Joshua hurt by Dylan White? See him hurt by American? See him by Klitschko? We seen him drop by Ruiz.
I think it's a factor of both.
Okay.
Because he don't have one punch knockout power, but his speed equal power. Because
let me help answer that too, Mike. My favorite fighter, Evander Holyfield, you know, he was hanging around the sport, right? He was hanging around. He said Andy Ruiz Jr. is the one that made him say, it's time for me to retire. He said he got in there and he was sparring with Andy, and he was like, Andy was touching him up, and he was like, he couldn't stop the punches, you know, the combinations Andy was getting off on him and everything. He said, that's when I realized it's time for me to step away from the sport.
Yeah.
Because he said that Andy is talented. He said, I never had a guy in the gym that I couldn't keep up with. Now, you know, Holyfield's been around a long time. So here it is. He's giving props and due justice to Andy for saying what his talent is. And that interview is out there. You can find it where Holyfield is talking about Andy Ruiz Jr. and his hand speed, and, you know, he's got pop on his punches.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
go ahead, Kurt.
I'm sorry, Blue, but the question with Ruiz, man, is his weight, man. How many times we seen a heavyweight not fulfill his potential because of those issues, or fighters for that matter, especially the heavyweights? He could be another Greg Page or James Broad or somebody like that, or Tony Tubbs, you know, all talented fighters, but because they couldn't keep their weight stabilized, that their careers were shortened or they didn't fulfill them. So and you hear rumors about, oh, he lost this weight, that weight. They said that before the second Joshua fight, and he came in looking like the Michelin Man. That was embarrassing. Mm-hmm. That was embarrassing. He wasn't even competitive. But real quick, Joshua got a weak chin. If you hit Joshua, you can beat him. I seen Joshua hurt so many times, man. Even the fights that he won, certain fighters psychologically, when they get hit, they become discombobulated and they fall apart. So he has to get you before you get him.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said I think it's a combination of both his speed and the fact that, you know, I don't think he got one punch knockout power, but he throws combination. That heavyweights ain't used to that. Somebody throwing combinations. This dude throw combinations like he a light heavyweight, like he a middleweight. They ain't used to that, man. You know, you might get 2-3 punches and it's gonna come out. The first one may be fast, but the second one is predictable. The third one is definitely predictable. You know what I'm saying? Because they long, their you know, balance is off. You know what I mean? They're so big, they're so strong. You know, that's what makes Luis Ortiz so special. Because he's very tight. He's very clean with his punches. You know what I mean? He's very accurate with his punches. And that's what makes Andy Ruiz special, because Andy Ruiz, very fast hands, and he throws combinations that's just, you know, like Evander Holyfield, you know, like boop, 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 boop. You ain't used to that. You know what I mean? Michael, he said in the super chat, he said, Blue, tell us the story from your Jets tryouts and what position did you play? Yeah, I played middle linebacker, man, and yeah, my Jets tryouts, they didn't end well, man. They ended in concussions. That's what they ended in, man. That's what they ended in, man. You know, so it wasn't a good look, man. But, you know, and my brother, man, my brother played DN, and he made it. My brother and my other brother, two of my brothers, one played safety. 3 of us tried out. My brother played DN, man. He made it to second cut. Almost made it, man. And he made it to first cut with the Dragons, with the arena football team. So, yeah, we some athletes over here, man. But people don't know that, you know. But let me get to this. We got a fight that's a sleeper, and then we're gonna get to this Oscar Valdez. Oh, and I gotta ask y'all what y'all think about Bob Arum, man, the Bob father, man. He don't let nothing. This dude, Bob Arum, don't hold nothing back. Did y'all see what he said about Teofimo Lopez?
Sir, try me, you want to. Try me, you want to.
I need to hear this one. What'd he say now, man?
Oh man, Kurt, did you hear it, Kurt?
Nah, unfortunately, I missed it. Tell me what he said, please.
Oh, okay. So he exposed Teofimo Lopez. He said that he did not have to fight Kambosos Jr. But the fact is that Kambosos Jr. and Teofimo Lopez have been in colluding, allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly, right? Okay. They've been colluding behind the scenes, right? And so I'm gonna read it, right? So they've been in collusion, and he's saying that that. Hold on, let me. I'm gonna read it to y'all word for word. Bob, the Bob father, man. The Bob father, man. He
used Trump words. He said collusion. I said,
I'm like the Bob father, man. But wait till y'all hear the end, though.
Oh yeah, the end is crazy.
The end is what got me, right? So he starts off. He says Teofimo Lopez has 3.5 years left on his contract with us. If somebody else outbids us and gets the fight, it's a one-off. I'm not happy with the way it's played out because my whole experience in boxing is fighter deal with his promoter and the other side are the adversary. In this case, for some reason, the fighter who's promoted by us and the other fighter colluded together to see if they can get the most money. They didn't do anything illegal, but it was not a wise thing, in my opinion, looking at the long picture, looking in the future. He essentially saying for Teofimo Lopez, he said, if anybody should be pissed, it should be us because that's not the way a fighter deals with his promoter. He said, now this is where it gets wild, right? He said that will come about, right? He says, hold on. He said that will come about when we have Ramirez Taylor and we're looking for an opponent for the winner. That's when the chickens will come home to roost for Teofimo Lopez.
No, he didn't say that. Oh my goodness. Are you
Oh, man. Bob is something else, bro.
The Bob father, man.
What?
This page.
Hey, Blue, can you text that to me, Blue? Can you send that to me as well? Okay, please do. I want that.
This page.
Wow, man. Bob father is different, man.
I kept telling people, man, Bob is from the old school, man. I'm gonna start calling Bob Sweets because I'm expecting him to come to the arena in a cane, a white fur coat, and a gold and white hat, a wide brim hat.
Man,
that's what you're gonna see Bob in that.
So he just told us, hey, bro, now you stuck with us for 3.5 more years. And when that Jose Ramirez, Josh Taylor fight you came out, he said, when we looking for an opponent for the winner, that's when the chicken's gonna come home to roost.
That's better than he could have bought a house in Beverly Hills with all the money he.
Oh man, Bob is not playing, man. Bob is not playing, man.
Bob father, man. Woo! Wow.
He
said that's when the chick is gonna come home to roost. Wow. Bob don't hold nothing back. Woo! And then we have it. Teal, you ain't have to fight it. So he said they was in. So he said to get the most money, they was colluding to get the most money. Allegedly, we gonna say allegedly, they were colluding to get the most money. So this just shows us he ain't have to fight George Kambosos. They was trying to get the bag, and Bob caught him. He caught him with the hand in the cookie jar. And now Bob is like, now you go over there. Now Bob is saying, now you go over there and you let them deal with it. When you come back, we'll deal with you.
Boy.
You gotta love Bob Arrow, man.
Man, been a pleasure, man. Me and my girl about to go.
Is that from today?
Yeah, me and my girl.
Is that from today?
All right, Mike. Hey, Mike, drop your link in the chat so everybody know where they can find you.
All right, man. Y'all have a good night now.
All right, Mike, enjoy the fight, bro.
Salute to you, Mike. Salute.
Oh man, you gotta love the Bob Father, man.
Is that from today though? That was
Yeah.
from today.
That was from
Wow.
earlier. I made
Oh,
a video
wow.
earlier. The Bob Father, man. Can't make this up. I know they like, man. I know they got to be like, man. I know the people at Top Rank got to be like, this guy, man. Bob can hold nothing back, nothing.
Wow.
The
Wow.
Bob. Classy Mag, saluting the super chat. How do you guys compare Chris Bird's style and skill to today's top heavyweights? He seemed to have an awkward style like Roy Jones. How you feel about his return? Man, his return, he needs to stay out of the sport of boxing, man. This is not basketball, man. People, this sport results in loss of life. Man, when you get to a certain level, a certain age, man, it's over physically, man. It's over. You can't deal with. You may physically feel like you can, but your body internally can't. It can't absorb it, man. It can't absorb it. It's not supposed to absorb it when you're young, let alone when you get older. He got an awkward style. He was very fast, very athletic. Man, we see what happens to Roy Jones. So imagine. But what's your thoughts, Kurt and Stormy?
Well, Chris Bird was a decent heavyweight. He just lacked the size, and now it's even worse because your reflexes go when you're a certain age. He can't come back now, but he was a good boxer, technical boxer, and but his lack of size played a major part. If he was bigger, he would have had more success. But going against the big guys, the Klitschko's, he just couldn't overcome that. He was a good boxer. He wasn't a master boxer. And he got knocked out unfortunately by Klitschko, and but he did what he could do with the size that he had. And remember, he tried to drop back down to cruiserweight, and he got upset. I forgot the fighter's name, but but I respected Chris Bird though. He has skills.
Yeah, well, my thoughts is that he competed with the heavyweights, and the punishment that he took at the heavyweight division is enough for a guy who's had a career to, be at that point where he's hung him up and everything. You're talking about coming back. He may have done some miracle things with getting his body back in shape and everything and feeling good through his diet and the treatments that he's gotten. But those punches upside the head from heavyweights, there is damage that was done there. Even if an MRI or whatever doesn't show any, something like, oh, this is why you shouldn't fight. But he was still being hit by bigger men. Now you're going to reverse the effect of things in a different manner of getting in there with men who are not necessarily bigger, but they're faster, younger, and the damage you could sustain at this advanced age is more palatable for you to be in a faster crisis than you were when you were in your 20s and 30s competing. You know what I'm saying? So there's a natural progression in life you just can't put a cease on, and that's father time, and that's where the danger lies. You can get hit with a fast punch by a guy at middleweight, and he will not have punched as hard as Ika Biabuchi or Vladimir Klitschko, two guys that he's fought, right? And he get knocked out and go into a coma. You see, because it's not the same. So the way that I look at it, I'm looking at it from that dynamic. It's like, salute to him for what he's done to get himself back to where he may have been when he was in his 20s before he decided to try to compete at heavyweight. And I think it's a tremendous story where he had some ailments going on with his body that he got reversed. But it's like, as far as boxing, just be an ambassador of the sport, be an ambassador for wellness and fitness. But please don't go out there and put yourself in a situation where we don't want to see the bad end of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's just too much right now, man. LJ Burns in the super chat, he said, "Who got a better resume, Bud or Keith Thurman?" Oh, Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, even though he didn't win the fight, he closed the gap with Manny Pacquiao in the last fight. It ended in a split decision. He beat Sean Porter. He beat Danny Garcia. You know, Keith Thurman has a better resume. Go ahead, Kurt. You're on mute.
I'm sorry. What's the question?
Who got a better resume, Keith Thurman or Terrence Crawford?
Oh, Keith Thurman, Porter, Pacquiao, Garcia. For Thurman, it's not even close. That's why fighting Spence will turn everything around. Porter or Spence or both will turn it around for Crawford because his resume is not terrible. Like a lot of people think, it's just that we think a lot about Terrence Crawford, and when you're the number one pound for pound fighter in boxing, like they say, heavy is the head that wears the crown, and we want to see him in with A-level competition. But for me, Spence is the guy that will be defining legacy fight. But Thurman, it's not even close, has the better resume.
Mm-hmm. Stormy?
Well, I'll take a slightly different approach on that. I think Bud has the better resume of accomplishments, but as far as fighters bested, you would say Thurman, because Bud came up from lighter weights. He fought who was there to compete with at that time, and now he's at the division where Thurman is. He could really solidify any questions by fighting those guys, which he has not done yet. So the jury is still out until their careers are complete. But as far as his accomplishments, because he was a champion for 3 weight divisions, that and unified became undisputed at one of them, you can't take that away from him. He fought who was there. But where he is presently, if he doesn't fight any of these guys who have either been champion or who is the unified champion currently, then yes, you can simply say that Thurman fought the better fighters, but you can't discount what Bud accomplished. It's like, it's just, because he hasn't fought these guys, he hasn't done anything. Yes, he did. He did something before he even got there. So it's like, it's just incomplete at this time, but we'll have to see what happens and how it plays out. Hopefully he fights at least 2 to 3 of these guys. I know he's not going to fight all of them, but hopefully before it's done, he fights 2 to 3 of them. And the 2 to 3 that you would like to see, that's open for speculation, but it's like something has to happen.
Mm-hmm. Renee?
Yeah, sorry, man. I apologize, bro. My internet has been tripping tonight, man. But yeah, the first thing that popped to my mind, as a matter of fact, when I saw that question, who got a better resume? I mean, it's a broad question. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you speak about specifically in the welterweight division, I think we obviously know hands down with no biases at all. You know what I'm saying? Hands down, Keith Thurman definitely. You know, in the welterweight division. But I was also thinking, you know, the first thing that popped to my mind was the accolades that, you know, Bud Crawford has in the previous divisions that he comes from. So, I mean, yeah, like what Stormy's saying also, you know, just the accolades can't take anything away from Bud. You know, generally speaking on paper, Bud has an amazing resume, you know what I'm saying, or with the accolades he adds. But obviously in the welterweight division, man, hands down, Keith Thurman all day.
Mm-hmm. Machiavelli Mafia saluting the super chat. He said, "What's good? Thoughts on Tank versus Gary if it's true?" Yeah, there's a lot of talk right now that Tank Davis could be facing Gary Russell in his next fight, and possibly. I reached out to some people there saying that it's a possibility he could go down to 126 and fight Gary Russell for that WBC title. That's great news if it's true. Hopefully it's true. You know, that's great news for Gary. He'll be at his comfortable weight. I don't know how easy Tank could make 126. But if it is true, it's great. If y'all heard what Tank said, you know, he said he's not fighting his next fight at 130 or 135, and he's fighting a champion in his next fight. And it looked like the target date is June. That would be great news if it's Gary Russell Jr. You know, I reported on this yesterday, and it makes Tank a 3-division world champion should he be victorious, and it makes Gary Russell Jr. if he's victorious against Tank, that that speaks volumes for his career and his legacy and the possibilities moving forward. Yeah, smash the like button. Let's get the likes to 1K, man. Smash the like button. Get the likes up to 1K. So if this is indeed true and it comes to fruition, hopefully it does. It's great for the sport of boxing, in my opinion. They both southpaws. They both have high ring IQs. They both, have very athletic. So it's great for the sport of boxing. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1K. What's your thoughts, Kurt?
That's a terrific fight. I love that fight. It makes a lot of sense. I like fights that will be big regionally. Overall, yes, but regionally, like the Baltimore, Washington, DMV area, they always produce great fighters. They always had like a little rivalry going on. That would be a great matchup. The boxer, Gary Russell, experience and speed and boxing IQ versus the power and youth of Tank Davis. They got a history, going back and forth. The promotion would be great. Certain fights just work. This one is a fight that will work. Like tomorrow, we're going to get to that fight. It's the ambiance, it's the aura of two fighters having certain styles. Two grade A fighters meeting up. It could be 60-40, 45, 50, 55%. I don't know which way, some people say Gary Russell because of his experience. He's a boxer. Some people will say Tank, because Tank is a good boxer, but he's known for his power. Man, I love this fight. If that's the case, we don't know, but if that's the case, please make it happen. Please, so they will make boxing a little better this year by staging that fight, because we wouldn't see that fight coming. And if they make it, and then hey, so be it. It's a natural rivalry.
Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts, Stormy?
Which fight are we talking about?
Gary Russell versus Tank Davis.
Wow. Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier when I had heard that news. If that fight, excuse me, if that fight takes place, it's really good for the sport. It's really good for both fighters. That's a legacy fight for both guys. It's that whole the region thing, where both of them come from and everything. It's one of those types of situations where you have to respect it for the sport, and you have to respect the guys if they choose to do that, because that takes us back into what we've been off track about the quality of boxing in the sport. It's a fight that could possibly become a trilogy type deal. Because I believe if you're talking about those two guys, you could get a couple of different results out of more than one fight with those two men. And I think that's how good a fight it is. But when you're talking about the two of them, I think they could both ask questions that the other has never had asked of them. I think that overall, how we break fights down, you will find yourself speaking ad nauseum about the elements of this fight. Intangibles would come into play. Motivations would come into play. Pride would come into play. And see, sometimes when you have fights that are hot like that, that's what raises the sport. It raises the level of competitiveness between the two men, because one doesn't want to sell out to the other. It's like it makes me think about Jake LaMotta in the movie, Raging Bull, telling Ray Robinson, "You didn't put me down, Ray. You didn't put me down." I could see that playing out with these two men, and hopefully it takes place. It would do nothing but give the sport of boxing a tremendous shot in the arm.
Mm-hmm. Renee?
Yeah, these are the types of fights that exactly what we need, man. I mean, in the sport of boxing, kind of reminds me of, to the magnitude of competition, warrior against warrior. Kind of reminds me of Burchell, what we're going to see tomorrow night, man. Burchell versus Valdez. I mean, this would be an amazing fight. Just the only question I have in my mind is, can Tank make that weight, man? I mean, I remember earlier, as a matter of fact, I went live earlier. We were talking about a little bit about it. referencing you, Blue Blood, with that news you came out on your channel, man. That, you know, I think I saw it first on Instagram, one of your posts. And the first question that came up to mind, can he make the weight? And I remember somebody in the comment section saying that maybe it would be a catch weight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And then somebody else commented and said that, you know, Tank Davis would have to go on a vegetarian diet, man. Definitely. Kind of like what Valdez, as a matter of fact, Oscar Valdez, he's been on all vegan diet, man, for this fight against Burchell. But I mean, it's a fight that the sport needs, definitely, man. Two amazing warriors. I think that Gary Russell would have a little bit of that ring rust, but who knows, right? It looks like he's constantly active. It doesn't look like he has a discipline problem at all. So, I mean, I just have a big question mark over my head. Can Tank make that weight, man? I mean, I think he would have a really hard time. But at the same time, we have seen a slight turnaround with Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? How in the lead up to the Leo Santa Cruz fight, I mean, it looks like he has been he's been more disciplined. So hopefully he stays in that discipline road as he should be. You know what I'm saying? He still has a wonderful chance to make that weight, but that's just a question mark in my mind. But as for, you know, that matchup, that's what the sport needs, man.
All right, last question, man. Oscar Valdez, Miguel Burchell tomorrow. Great fight, man. Action packed, man. I was looking at Miguel Burchell on working out and training and the weigh-in. Man, that dude look like an action figure, man. I mean, we know that don't win fights, but it just looked like commitment. You know what I mean? Like I was like, man, this dude is completely focused. He's completely locked in, man. He looks like an action figure. You know, smash the like button, man. Get the likes up to 1K. We should have been past 1K already. We should be at 1.1K. If you haven't smashed the like button, smash it. Let's get the likes up to 1K. Smash the like button right now. If you haven't,
they're too busy going in on me and Kurt and Mike tonight, there, Blue.
Yeah, they're going in on y'all, and nobody smashing the like button. Get the likes up. We should have been at 1.1 thousand likes right now. 1.1K. How's we not even at a K? Smash the like button. Get the likes up. Right now, if you haven't, wipe your feet before you come inside. Smash the like button. Ring my doorbell before you come in the house. Smash the like button. Yeah, Kurt. So, you know, what's your thoughts on this fight?
Well, it's ironic, and that we talking about Miguel Burchell and Oscar Valdez. 21 years ago, two other great Mexican fighters waged war. And that was a great rivalry. It was Eric Morales defeated Marco Antonio Barrera February 19, 2000. He won a split decision. So the irony is crazy. And, you know, tomorrow is the fight I'm really looking forward to. I like Burchell to wear down and stop Valdez between 9 and 10. Burchell is very strong, very aggressive. His offense is his defense. He reminds me of a cross between Rafael Bazooka Lamone and Ruben Olivares, you know, two Mexican warriors who threw a lot of punches and who was very offensive minded. He doesn't worry about defense. He's not that technical, but he doesn't have to be, because he's the type of guy, a fighter, that imposes his will on you. I mean, he's 38 victories, 34 knockouts, and we all know punchers, they depend on their power. If Oscar Valdez boxes and be smart, he has Reynoso in the corner, he can make things interesting. I believe he's going to fight well the first 6 rounds, and then Burchell is going to start wearing him down. My heart is with Valdez, but my head tells me Burchell. So I like Burchell by, I'm going to say, late ninth round TKO, Burchell with the victory. But Valdez will have his moments. He needs to concentrate on defense and not getting hit with unnecessary punches, because Burchell is going to throw the kitchen sink at him.
Mm-hmm. Stormy?
This is one of those fights where you're going to see. I like what Kurt said about the throwback fight, because when fights like this take place, man, what you've known of the guys, the two combatants, prior to now is going to get thrown out of the window. This is going to be one of those fights of machismo, but it's going to be the guy who's the smartest in this fight that's going to prevail, because somebody is going to do something because their ego and that challenge. You know, you get that thing about yourself where you got to man up, so to speak. And my concern with Valdez is he takes clean punches too much. But Burchelt is not like a supreme KO artist. He can wear you down with attrition. He can wear you down with, you know, building up, doing damage on you. And will Valdez's face hold up? Because he's had some damage done around his face before, his eyes, cuts, and things of that nature. That's why I said it's going to take the guy who's the most smart and most disciplined in this. I remember when Barrera and Morales fought, another Mexican matchup where two highly touted fighters came across one another, and that fight went a couple of different ways, you know, during their trilogy, but usually it was the guy who was the most disciplined in that fight that won. And Barrera got him twice and Morales got him once, but that the once that Morales got him, he was disciplined more in that fight, whereas Barrera fought with a kind of controlled violence and aggression. So one of these guys, and we don't know who it's going to be yet, it's probably going to pick up around round 4, round 5, something like that. And then you're going to start to see exactly what I'm saying and how it plays out. But going in, who I think Burchelt should prevail, it wouldn't surprise me if Valdez fought beyond what we've seen of him prior to now, because he knows what's at stake. So those are those intangibles that Kurt talks about. And that's why I kind of hedge on that. But I do say going in, favorite should be Burchelt, but it wouldn't surprise me if Valdez fought the fight of his career and defeated him, because he knows what's on the line. But they both do. But it's going to take the most disciplined guy and the smartest guy to prevail in this fight.
Renee?
You know, there's a lot, you know, with this fight. I mean, when you look at just looking at the backstories alone, I mean, you know, Burchelt, you know, he wants to reach Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., his record of 9 title defenses. He has had 6 already. I mean, you know, and Burchelt, he's not going to stop. You know what I mean? He's going to fight. You know, what I love about this fight, man, is these two guys, they're fighting for more than money. They didn't even mention money, man, throughout the buildup of this fight, as we hear time and time again with other fights and matchups. These guys are fighting for legacy. These guys are fighting for pride, you know, kind of like what Storm B was saying a moment ago. You know what I'm saying? These guys are fighting for honor. You know what I'm saying? That's what I really cherish. I remember in the Blood, Sweat, and Tears documentary, part 1 and 2, man, a beautiful, beautiful documentary on this fight, man. These two fighters, I think Burchelt said that Azteca blood's going to come out both of us. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, these guys are fighting for a lot more. The backstory alone is amazing. You know what I'm saying? So Burchelt's not going to back down. Oscar Valdez, I think he perceives that he is an underdog. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the boxing community, I think he perceives that he is an underdog, but we got to go back, you know, just a little bit when it comes to Oscar Valdez also. I mean, I made a video about this weeks ago. He got his chin broken. You guys already know the story. I'm sure you guys saw it. Scott Quigg, you know, he fought Scott Quigg. I think it was around round 5, halfway through the fight. He got his broken jaw, man. We got to understand that he fought all the way. I think it was a 12-round fight, all the way through the fight. He won. You know, he came out winning. So that shows a lot of heart. That shows guts. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Burchelt has it. But one of the things, the factors that I think that may lead Oscar Valdez to victory is because also, we mentioned it a moment ago, you guys did, you know, he's under Eddie Reynoso. Eddie Reynoso also has emphasized defense for Oscar Valdez. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he's gotten caught plenty of times, you know what I'm saying? But I think personally, he's going to bring something new to this. I think that he's going to work on a lot more defense in this fight. If he sticks to the game plan, if he doesn't just go all out war like he did against other fighters in his previous fights, you know what I'm saying? He has to be careful with his emotion. If he has his head in the game and he follows the game plan, it's going to be hard, you know what I mean, to do it throughout 12 rounds against a Burchelt, but it's possible because, you know, we all know the story with Burchelt. His defense, you know, it's not the best defense. I mean, like it was mentioned a moment ago, offense is his defense. I mean, and that's a big, it's a big opportunity for Oscar Valdez to really capitalize on, you know, to the body and upstairs, you know what I'm saying? So I'm actually, you know, I have a different perspective. I think Oscar Valdez is going to win the fight, but I slightly got Valdez winning this fight, man, because I think that, him reiterating that point, that thinking that he's the underdog, I think he's just going to come out and they're both going to give it their all. I mean, that's a given, but I think these guys are both disciplined. I mean, I don't think that's a factor here. They're both disciplined. It's not a factor to diminish in either side. You know what I'm saying? These guys are super disciplined. Valdez, as a matter of fact, trained near here. Actually, I wanted to go see him, man. I wanted to go, get a chance to talk to him because he's near where I'm at. He trained near where I was. So I live, sorry. And so, but, higher elevation in Guadalajara. Hopefully his stamina doesn't. Now it's another thing real quick. I mean, there's just so many points to talk about here, but I don't want to take too long. But Oscar Valdez, I think in his last fight, you know what I'm saying? He it looked like he was tiring out, and I didn't like that, man. I didn't like that. He was tiring out, around mid-fight, so I think he's definitely going to improve on that stamina because it looks like these guys, man, been training hard, super hard. And obviously, as you said, Blue, Burchell, man, he just looks wow. I mean, this is going to be beautiful. But I got just to conclude, I got Oscar Valdez winning. Obviously, Burchell, if he wins, hats off to him, man. I love these guys. But I kind of think Oscar. I'm inclining towards Oscar winning, possibly by KO. But we'll see what happens.
A-Rod 83 Boxio saluting the super chat. He said, "I want to see Burchell get knocked out because he resembles Mayorga." Hey. Last one, man. I just want to touch on this real quick, and then we gotta get out of here. A fight that's a sleeper is the Ryan Martin Robert Easter fight. That's a sleeper fight, man. That's gonna be a good fight, man. That's gonna be an interesting fight. What you think, Kurt?
Yeah, Ryan Martin is that is a good fight. I've seen Ryan Martin fight at least 3 or 4 times. If Robert Easter don't come to fight, we could see an upset. And you know what? I'm gonna take Ryan Martin in majority decision over Robert Easter, man. You said you was right on when you said that they cut from the same cloth. Rashid Warren, Easter, and Broner, man. Because of inactivity, I could be wrong, but sometimes I like going out on a limb. I'm picking Martin to upset Easter tomorrow, man, by majority decision. I never liked the way Easter fights, man. I think he got a low boxing IQ. He got away with a couple of fights. Fortuna, Shakarov. I thought he lost those fights, man. But I think tomorrow he loses.
Yeah. What you think, Stormy?
Man, Kurt took the words right out of my mouth about the low boxing IQ. I think that's the difference in the fight right there. Easter is not the sharpest knife in the drawer, and he doesn't do the things he needs to do to be very successful. He's always drawn into fighting in a style that is not beneficial for him. And he's a little further in his career to make that kind of change now. Because I think even if he tries to come out and be disciplined and fight at a certain distance and things like that, he can be still drawn into something where he shouldn't be. And I think that's the difference in the fight. And like Kurt, I go the other way. I think there'll be an upset to a slight degree in this fight with Easter losing.
Renee?
I'm glad to see Easter back, man. When was the last time he fought, man? Do you guys know?
October 2019, I believe. Same.
Oh my gosh, yeah, man.
When he fought Adrien Granados.
Wow, yeah. I mean, it's like I think what we mentioned earlier. I think when I was on here earlier today, in this session, because my internet was tripping. So, but yeah, I mean, the inactivity, man, that's just a big alert. To me, that a big alarm sign to me. I mean, super long time he's been out of the ring, man. And I think just for that factor, man, I think Ryan Martin is going to win. I think he's going to take it. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to see Robert Easter back, though. You know what I'm saying? He's been in training camp. I think he's been in Broner's training camp also, in the lead up to these fights with Broner's fight also. So, I mean, I'm glad to see him back. I hope he brings something new, but I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I think Martin is going to come, as a hungrier, I guess, I don't know if he's considered an underdog, but, hungrier fighter, generally speaking. And I think Martin's going to take it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm glad to see Robert Easter back, and I hope he doesn't just fight and then disappear another year and a half with a lot of these other fighters, man. So, yeah, just for that factor, I think Martin will take it.
Yeah, me too, man. Kurt, go ahead and get us about it here. Renee, any last words?
Man, I appreciate you. Hey, thank you so much for your patience, Blue. Man, my internet was tripping today, man. I don't know why, man. It was kind of windy out there, connecting the signal, messing up a little bit. But hey, I really appreciate you, Blue Blood. As always, man, like I say, the more I watch fight, the more I watch boxing, man, the more I fall in love with it. The more I hear you guys, you Blue, you Kurt, Stormy, the more I hear you guys, man, the more I learn. I just love this, man. I love chopping it up, man. And thank you so much, Blue Blood, man. Stormy B, Curtis, it's an honor. It's definitely an honor to be here. I appreciate your invitations, bro. Y'all can find me at Renee Box Young. I'll leave here the link in the description, man. And I reiterate, I think I said it yesterday. The channel's been growing, man. Thanks to you, Blue Blood, man, ever since you've been inviting me, you know what I'm saying? And it's been growing incrementally. People are jumping in the live sessions I got, videos and stuff like that. So I really appreciate you. I'll leave the link in the description. Y'all can find me at Renee Box Young. Thank you so much, man. Peace out, and let's have a wonderful night of fights tomorrow.
No doubt, no doubt. Hold on, Stormy. My brother Carolina Ryder come through, studding up, dropping that hundo on us in the super chat. Salute to my brother Carolina Ryder coming through, studding up as he always do every single week, showing us love, man. Salute to you, brother. Appreciate you 1,000%, man. Go ahead, Stormy.
Man, yeah, that's what's up, man. Much love. Hey, thanks for having me on again. It's always great to chop it up with you guys. Personally, I think I do a lot of my best work when I'm able to come on and talk boxing with you fellas and give a perspective, because I'm very, I believe it or not, I think my response is through, but it's spontaneous here because I feel boxing like that. And when I'm amongst other people who know and talk boxing like that, it just flows naturally. So I appreciate the opportunity to be able to come on and chop it up with you brothers. Much respect. And everybody can follow me on YouTube. Stormy B Man is the channel. We got some good things happening over there. And Blue, we got 2 more weeks. I want to get that second part 2 in the Eye of the Storm with you.
You got it.
Get that in for Black History Month, man, because that's what's important. Both you and 78 having you guys on for this month in particular means a lot. So hopefully we can get that done before the end of the month. I put you down for the 27th, but
27th. We go on the 27th.
Okay, cool. So, and thanks again.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, my brother Carolina Ryder, he said just got free, but I'm going to rewatch the show. Salute to you, King. Always coming through, studding up and holding us down. Donald now, 65-year-old G Grant, triple OG. Salute. Quan 43, Harold Jones. Salute, salute. Go ahead, Kurt. Close us out. Get us up out of here, man. Smash that like button, man. Get the likes up.
Oh, man, what a show. What a show, man. Thanks, Renee Box Young. Thank you, Stormy B, man. Thank you, Mike on Sports. Great job, Blue, conducting the show as always. The chat. I'm going to start calling y'all the Piranha Crew. Something. I got to make up a name. Y'all tough, but I like it, though. I like it. I really do. You stand out your square. Yeah, they tough, man. They tough. They don't let nothing pass. But thank you, chat. Thank you for your support. All the super chats, man. Without you, this show would be nothing, man. So, thank you very, very much, man. And I love talking boxing, man. I love, listening to you guys, looking at you guys, opinions, statements, whatever. And I like hearing what the panel has to say. And we all in this together, man. We're a great boxing community, man. And enjoy the fights tomorrow. We got David Evanesian versus Josh Kelly. Earn with Hearn, the zone at 2:00 afternoon. And, we got a couple of cards at night. And so it'll be a full day of boxing. And we'll see you Monday. We're going to talk about the fights that happened this weekend. My name is Curtis Anderson, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar. Have a blessed weekend, and we will see you on Monday.
You already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Bluebird Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon, and get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Bluebird Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all we got for y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.